Thank you for choosing ParagonTV.com, Western Oklahoma's premier high school sports network. Proudly presented by the Bank of Western Oklahoma. Since 1908, the Bank of Western Oklahoma has been a financial partner with individuals, families, and businesses alike. And from their very beginning, when a handshake was a binding contract, they've stayed true to their motto, the Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people come first. The Bank of Western Oklahoma, with locations in Cordell, Elk City, Gary, Visay, Weatherford, and Woodward, or online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC. We hope you enjoy ParagonTV.com.
Good evening, everyone. It is Friday Night Lights. Welcome to another broadcast from Paragon TV, brought to you by the Bank of Western Oklahoma. We are live tonight in Hinton, Oklahoma, the home of the Commets. It'll be the Merritt Oilers and the Hinton Commets, and I'm live here on the 50-yard line, high above the field, with my good man, Travis Stout. Travis, welcome to the broadcast booth this year. Going to have a great night tonight, looks like.
Absolutely. It's a great evening. It's calm. The sun's out. Looks like they've done a well of a job on the field. A lot of fans. I think it's going to be a heck of a game after seeing them warm up.
Had both teams out here already, and they've all kind of made their way to their respective locker rooms. The Hinton band is out on the field. They've been out here most of the afternoon kind of getting practiced up. Got a good group of fans already showed up for the Merritt Oilers side, and looks like the Hinton fans are still kind of following their way in here. Still about 15 minutes away from getting this one kicked off, but it is going to be a beautiful night like you mentioned. This field lays east to west, so somebody will have a little bit of an advantage or disadvantage facing that western sunset for the next, hour or so, but that'll definitely play into somebody's advantage. It makes that coin toss a little more special, I guess, if you will, if you get to choose, which side you want to defend anyway. So we'll see how that goes here in a little bit. Don't have any team captains out here yet, and the officials have still not made their way out onto the ball field yet. But it is going to be a great night. We got Matthew here working the camera again. It's the second year for him with Paragon TV. First year for us, Travis, to sit in on the Merritt Oiler broadcast, but I'm excited about it. Haven't done a lot of football, and you hadn't done any. So
nope,
we're pretty evenly matched. And I talked to Coach Richardson a little bit earlier from the Merritt Oilers side, and he's pretty fired up about his guys. Everybody seems to be pretty healthy. They did get Brylan Jones back in a uniform this year, but he does have a little bit of a back issue, so he will not be our starting quarterback tonight, but we'll try to get into some of those starting lineups for you here just a little bit later. But do have a great evening. We do appreciate you tuning in here on Paragon TV. Thanks for joining us tonight. Be sure and tell your friends they can check it out on their iPhone or TV, no matter where they are. If they've got a smart TV at home, just go to ParagonTV.com and look for that Merritt Oiler link, and it'll take you right into the broadcast tonight. So looking forward to having a big audience here tonight. It is the first game of the season for both of these teams.
Beautiful, windy Western
Looks like they're finally bringing out the captains.
For tonight's game between the Hinton
Looks like we are. I got the officials
and the Merritt Oilers
coming in from the locker rooms that are both positioned on the west end of the field. It looks like they're also going to raise the American flag here in just a minute. We'll be probably having a
10
word
minutes
of
from
prayer
kickoff.
and
this competition
saying the Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, here in just a little bit. So we'll break for that when that does happen
Activities Association.
here on
Players,
the field. So
coaches, officials, and spectators can and are expected
I can
to
say one
assist
thing, though.
in the promotion
Those Hinton
and
boys, they got some
achievement of
size.
good sportsmanship
They do.
ideals.
They are large.
By
they're the
taking personal
perennial
responsibility
favorite
for keeping this
picked by
contest
many of the
at a high level of fair,
preview
clean,
guys to
wholesome
be very
competition.
well positioned at the end of the year. So
Sportsmanship is everyone's
Hinton
responsibility.
finished off a pretty good season
Let's
last year,
do the right
brought a bunch
thing.
of players back, and he's expecting some pretty good things
At this time,
out of
we
his
ask
team.
that
But
everyone
Coach Richardson was
please
pretty
stand
fired
for
up,
prayer.
and so we are going to just take a moment of silence for prayer. We'll stay right here, so stay with us. We'll be back here in just a second.
Heavenly
Paragon TV.
Father, we are joined here today on the athletic field to ask for your help, your aid, and to protect the players as they play and compete. Heavenly Father, we ask that you be with the coaches, and with the fans that we keep a right attitude and have a right sportsmanship that's reflected of you. We thank you for this opportunity, and we pray that no one is injured in tonight's contest. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Please remain standing as the Pride of Hinton performs the national anthem.
Stay with us as we go to the national anthem.
Under the direction of band director Misty Hickman, drum
being played
majors
live by
Joyisha
the
Humphrey
Hinton
and
Commets
Sean
band.
Shire, and drum captain Sadie Snyder. And now, the Pride asks all Hinton fans to get up and clap along with the school fight song.
It should be.
Let's get it.
So, hey, there you go.
Couldn't find a program. We'll take these here.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're in the pregame show. Blake and Travis here at Hinton Commets Stadium. We're going to take our first break of the pregame, and we'll be back with some of your starting lineups and more pregame information when we return to the Jim Sear Fieldhouse live here in Hinton, Oklahoma. Stay with us.
When Western Oklahoma was being settled, a cowboy's word was his bond, and a handshake was a binding contract. When the Bank of Western Oklahoma was established, that was the driving philosophy behind every decision made. And all these years later, they still do things that way. Whether you run cattle, work on a rig site, or sit behind a desk, you can count on Bank of Western Oklahoma to deliver the financial services you need. And you better believe when they tell you something, you can take it to the bank. Bank of Western Oklahoma, with locations in Elk City, Weatherford, Cordell, Woodward, Gary, and Vineside. Member FDIC.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool breeze on a scorching day? Or a cozy corner on a cold night? That every room of the house is as inviting as the next. And the air is fresh and clean for everyone. That humidity is where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature.
Four Seasons Heat and Air, your Carrier dealer servicing all of Southwest Oklahoma. Call Wyatt Eaton at 1-866-323-1385.
While high school teams battle it out year-round,
what time is it? Game time!
The team at Rother Brothers in Clinton continues to earn the trust of Western Oklahoma's farmers, ranchers, and weekend riders.
Wins the game at the buzzer!
Full lines of new and used farm implements, ATVs, and a complete service department to back it all up. It's game time at Rother Brothers, just off Highway 183 North in Clinton.
Touchdown!
Contact their sales staff at 580-323-1981.
Oh, the best part about the app is definitely that the drinks are always half price.
So this is happy hour all the time.
It's happy hour.
It's happy hour.
Yeah.
Happy hour? Oh.
And we all lived happily ever after.
Oh.
Right, like you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I gave it to you. I sent you a picture of it. 679. Can I give it to you now? 788. 777. 679, 788, 677, or 777.
Hinton has won the toss, but they deferred.
Hinton.
Okay, Hinton has won the toss, and they will defer.
The Merritt Oilers will receive on the east end of the field.
So the Merritt Oilers will be receiving the football, and they'll be defending the east goal.
That's exactly what I was doing. They didn't take it.
All right, there your captains now will head back to their locker rooms. So Merritt Oilers will be receiving the football. Open up this game tonight. And I'm going to rip off some of these starters for you here for the Merritt Oilers tonight. At the center position, it'll be number 74, Raiden Cordell. Just left to him, it'll be Anthony Rispi. Chris Cossey will be wearing number 78 at the left tackle spot. On the right side, it'll be Kellen Lamar wearing number 55, strong guard, and it'll be Cody Vaught wearing number 50 at the right tackle position. Split out on the wing tonight will be Caleb Compton, who'll be wearing number 2 tonight. Also, River Britton will be out wide tonight for the Oilers. And in the backfield, it'll be starting quarterback tonight. Number 12, Moss Flowers will be your quarterback. And back behind him, we'll have Tyler Adams and also Caden Smith in your backfield. Also, Alex Orgain will be playing tight end tonight for the Oilers. They'll be running pretty much a spread offense with a run-pass option on most occasions. He said he'd kind of like to mix it up, both run and pass, so we'll see how that kind of breaks out. He said just kind of
here they come.
What the Commets give him. There's a nice big tunnel set up for the Merritt Oilers. Here comes the 2022 Merritt Oilers team out on the field, and they are picked up and ready to go. Hinton Commets have got a big helmet down here at their end zone in front of the scoreboard with a nice pack of folks down there lined up. And here come the home team, the Hinton Commets, taking the field.
Here they come.
All right. It's like a crew of 5 officials tonight. Orders out with head coach Merritt Richardson. Rocking it over. See who will be sending back deep tonight for the Oilers. We are kind of working with a little bit of a situation here, but we're going to correct that hopefully here in about the next 15 minutes. So if we sound like we're in a metal building, we are.
Definitely in a metal building.
We're going to try to improve that just a little bit. Looks like going back deep for the Oilers is going to be Riley Herndon. And also number 20, River Britton, will be the 2 deep backs to receive the kickoff. Also back there, Taylor Frazier, he's a little bit short. And as well as Tyler Adams and also number 85, that's going to be Orgain, Alex Orgain, right there in the mid position to receive the kick. Looks like for the Comets, it's going to be teed up by number 77, Ryo Little.
If we mess up on a few of these names, we do apologize.
All right, we're set to go, folks. We've got 12 minutes on the clock.
Here's the kick.
Here we go. Kick is on the way. It's in the air, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Herndon. Herndon's going to push it right up the middle. Got some blockers coming up front there. Pretty good hit, and he brings the ball up to about the 26-yard line.
27.
I thought he had a little bit of daylight right there, Travis. He could have just broke one tackle.
He had one person to break from, and if he could have got around him, he had plenty of room. He was the only one over here that could have got him, and he got him.
So Moss Flowers will be directing traffic there for the Oilers. probably working out of the shotgun position. Look at the size of that defensive line for the Hinton Commets, Travis.
They are huge. They're definitely corn fed.
A little bit of size there for sure. So we got Frazier and also Britton, twins left. Compton split way out to the right side. There's the snap. Moss gets it, hands off straight up the middle. No gainer right there. Pretty good penetration by the defensive line.
Excellent penetration. The line, they pretty much just manhandled our fellas. What is that? Number 75 and 68 are grown men wearing uniforms. They are large men. And our line is going to have a major issue keeping them under control.
I mean, we've got some pretty good size, really. Just looking right across man-to-man. Trips to the left this side. Now in the ball game, Riley Herndon out to receive also. Moss Flowers sends number 13, Caden Smith, into motion. There's a little quick pass out to Compton. He's going to be tackled for a no gain or possibly a loss. Just a real quick
good catch, little quick out.
Brought down by Braden.
It was a good play. He didn't have any blockers. They zoomed in on him pretty fast.
They tried to decoy him a little bit with this triple receiver set over here on the left side, but it didn't bring as much attention as they were hoping for.
No, I'm sure they've been doing a few scouting sessions, so they know where they need to be watching.
Tyler Adams checks into the ball game with the play for Flowers. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14, so we definitely lost a few on that one right there. 3rd down, 14 yards to go. Taylor Frazier's
got a timeout
left, and
timeout Hickson.
Richardson didn't see something he likes, so we're going to have our first timeout. Timeout on the field. Brought to you by Pioneer Cellular.
Pioneer Cellular.
Pioneer Cellular covering, well, you're covered, and that's the truth. That's what they're saying. The area's best coverage, so visit gopioneer.com for more information about Pioneer Cellular. We're working tonight on a Pioneer Cellular hotspot.
Yes, we are. Cheerleaders looking good.
We're sitting on the south side of the football field here. Got the Merritt Willer fans down below us.
Let's make some noise.
So here we go once again. We're back to action here. Again, it's 3rd down, 14 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. Moss in shotgun formation. He's back, looking to find a man across the middle. He's got a man out of the backfield. That's going to be Caden Smith. Caden's got some running room.
That looks like first down.
He will get it up to pretty close to the 1st down yardage. Nice play that time. Caden Smith was coming out of the backfield. He was back there in shotgun formation. He just slipped through the middle and kind of just hung out in a little zone there. Kind of found him a little open seam, if you will. Good play by Moss Flowers to find him and hit him, and that's a 1st down for the Merritt Oilers.
Yeah, he had a whole team of blockers. The line slid over. They were looking over to the side for the Compton and the other receivers, but they never even saw him.
Twins left once again. That's Frazier and Dyer now. Over here on the left side, back to Moss in the shotgun. Again, out right side, Compton's got the ball, moving it up the field, picks up about 6 yards, and maybe a little bit more. Nice catch, and then a good quick first move to elude that first tackler. Weren't able to push the ball up. So,
great catch, quick out.
By Merritt, little momentum, got the crowd on their feet. That's what they need right now. 2nd down, about 2 yards to go. Kind of a long 2.
Tyler Adams back in the game.
See if we can get this ball pushed across midfield and pick up a 1st down once again. 9:32 left to go in the first period, first quarter. Left side, that's Tyler Adams. We've got Twins to the right, and one back in the backfield. Shotgun formation again to Moss. He'll throw out to the right side. Thompson catching it on the sideline. And looks like they're going to say he's out of bounds.
Yep, stepped out of bounds. Great catch, little out. About a 6-7 yard out.
Yeah, the play was there, and the pass was pretty good shape.
Yeah, just got to stretch out. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. The lines are pretty thin, so
kind of hard to see it when that was across the field from us. It looked, he made the catch and looked like he tried to get his feet in, but the official right there on top of it. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2, all on the 47-yard line for the Merritt Oilers. Shotgun formation once again. Smith in the backfield. Here goes man in motion. That's going to be River Britton. Going to be quarterback keeper. Moss picks up about
a yard and a half.
1.5 yards.
Quarterback keeper
I don't know if that was the planned play or not.
It didn't look like it. I think it was a busted play. The line busted through, and he just took off with it.
So here we go.
It was a good call.
No huddle offense. 4th down, 1 yard to go. Merritt going to go for it. Trying to catch him a little bit off guard. There's a quick snap, and he fumbles. Ball's on the turf. Mossflower picks it up. He's going to roll out, but the Hinton Commets collapse on him quickly, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Stopped him short of the first down.
Yeah, he was. It looked like to me he was looking at the line. He wasn't looking for the ball. There might have been an error on the snap. He might have been looking for call on 2 and got on the wrong call.
I don't know. I know Coach was wanting to hurry it up. Don't give them anything with a no huddle.
Yep.
And so here we go now. Working now for the Hinton Comets. Also out of a shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to be Levi Taylor. It'll be just a direct snap to the quarterback. He just dives right up the middle with it. Going to pick up about
4 yards.
4 yards on the game. So
Quarterback
keeper right there.
But it was a good push by the offense, but the defense held them pretty strong.
So again, going with the no huddle, just looking over at the all the players kind of in their positions, looking over at the coach.
2nd down, 5 yards to go.
Head coach is Grant Potter for the Comets. Looks like I formation. It's I formation. Back to the quarterback again. That's Taylor. He'll hand off left side, across the line of scrimmage.
Defense collapsed on him.
Picked up another 2 yards, possibly, maybe 2 or 3 yards. We'll see what we do here. 3rd down.
3 yards.
Yeah, they're kind of not really going with it. I mean, it's a no huddle, but it's not super quick. They're not really trying to hurry it up too much, but nonetheless, it's going to catch the Merritt Oilers probably on their heels a little bit. Merritt also kind of just looking at their coaches, trying to figure out
which defense they want to run.
So, single receiver out to the right side. We got same thing on the left. Some sort of an I formation and a short up back there as well, kind of a flanker position. There's the snap to Taylor. He'll hand off again up the middle. Not going to go very far. Good defense right there. They tried to just go pretty much a dive play on the left side, but nice stop right there by 53. Met him first. That's Fuentes.
Yeah, and Lamar. Lamar was in on that as well, number 55.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like Comets are going to go for it as well.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. No kicking. Let's just battle it right in the middle of the field.
Here we go, a little different set right here. We got 2 up backs. They're going to snap it to the quarterback. He's got his 2 blockers there, but it's not going to get him to the line, I don't believe.
First down. Looks like maybe.
Oh, they are going to say he got across just enough. That time he just got back in the shotgun formation and put the 2 running backs up in front of him to act as his lead blockers, and he only needed to pick up about 2, and he got the first down. So good
looks
play.
Like Lamar had to come out of the game. Might have had helmet came off or something like that. Yeah, looks like his helmet had popped off. So
getting that kind of work back up. Here we go once again. Comets
brought in Tyler Adams.
Similar formation, single setback behind the shotgun. There's a handoff over the right side, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another 2. Now here comes the gang of Oilers to put him down at about the 25-yard line.
They had him in the backfield. They just got to learn to wrap up.
2nd down and 6 yards to gain.
You get your hands on him, you want to hold on.
6:07 left to go in the first quarter. Remains scoreless. Hinton with the football. Both teams got the 4th downs, and both teams went for it. Hinton actually successful on their attempt, so they're still pushing this.
6 to go.
And, I wonder why Merritt chose to look into the sun.
I don't know if maybe it was a wind deal, but there's not a whole lot of wind to even worry about.
There's a shotgun, snap in his hand. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Left side, he's got some room. He's going through, breaks through a couple of tacklers, and then gets brought down by Compton. Good tackle. Caleb met him head on right there.
Open field tackle. It was a great tackle.
Yeah, he needed that. He was going to pay dirt. Compton doesn't step in his way and met him with a pretty bit of force right there as well. So, first down for the Comets.
Yeah, that was an excellent open field tackle. I mean, you hit the quarterback hard enough a couple times, they're finally going to slow up. They're not going to run that every dang time.
First down for the Comets on the 11-yard line. or ball, 12-yard line. There's a snap once again. Give over the left side. Number
Great
21
stop.
with the
Linebackers
football.
are stepping in.
It's going to be Trevor Rodman. Picked up
Gain of about 5
maybe
by number 20 Xavier
4 or 5 yards. So
Correction, Trevor Rodman.
going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hinton Comets.
Okay, I'll just kind of get ready.
All right, we got a little delivery just brought to us. Thank you very much, Miranda, Asher, Berkeley, Tatum. Hi, girls.
Hi.
Had to have a little delivery from Gabe. There's a snap, shotgun formation. Taylor's going to take it all the way to the end zone. Levy Taylor, the 5'10 senior quarterback, 165-pounder, went through the middle there, almost untouched, Travis. Didn't get much of a hand on him at all. So,
just by the way he presents himself, he's a large kid and he has got some power.
So it looks like 77. That's Ryo Little going to set up for the extra point. Holding for him will be number 10, Braden Strong. See what we get here. Ball is down, kick is on the way, and it looks like it is good.
It's good.
Number 77.
7-0 is our score. Hinton Comets on top of the Merritt Oilers early in the ball game. 4:34 left to go in the first quarter, and the Hinton Comets draw first blood. Just pushed it right up the field. They took over on downs about midfield and then kind of worked it up the field. So about 50-yard possession for the Hinton Comets that time. A little mix of run. Well, they didn't pass any. It was all runs.
All the ground.
A lot of quarterback keepers and a lot of just dive plays to the tailback.
Going 1 or 2.
All right, well, that didn't take long. Hinton kind of picking up where they left off last year. Had a pretty good season last year. And like I said earlier, I was kind of reading in just some magazines, and they were picked by several of the magazines to be one of the stronger teams this year. They finished last year with a 6-4 record.
Kickoff by number 77, Ryan Lyle, number 2 and number 3. 20 and number 3 back to receive.
Ryle Lytle is his name, so I'll make a little notation to myself there. Back deep once again. Looks like it's going to be River Britton. It's going to go his way this time. Britton comes up, makes a short catch there, picks it up at about the 15 or 20, trying to beat a man here, get around the left side, and just not able to get the speed around the edge right there.
Not a bad break.
Nice containment by the Comets, but it will be up to the 23-yard line, so that's where the Oilers will set up.
Again, he only had one person to beat, and he did a heck of a job trying to get away from him, but I mean, that kid got his hands on him. He wasn't letting him go.
All right, Compton coming into the ball game now. He'll be out wide. We'll see what we're going to do here.
This thing should be ready to roll.
4:26 left to go in the first quarter. Merritt with the football. Moss Flowers in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Caden Smith. Caden Smith goes nowhere that time.
Number
70, Emilio Gomez, or Gonzalez. He busted right there.
Yeah,
there wasn't
right
really
there.
anybody that was able to block him. I don't think he got touched.
As soon as Caden got the ball, the defense was right there on him. So River Britton checking in with the play for the Oilers. See what we do here. Loss of yard, right? A couple of yards. Loss of 4. Second down, 14 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Frazier and Britton out to the left side. Compton way out on the right edge. There's the snap. Flowers going to roll right, moves the pocket, scrambling to the right side. Going to try to find Compton down the field. There's an offensive.
It broke up. Excellent defense.
It was all there. The quarterback had the time to get out in a little bit of open space.
Roderick Sowers, he busted loose, but I mean, it was close. Compton was about a step away from having that taken.
Compton on about a 14-yard out route, and just right when the ball got there, the defender closed in, got his hand in there just in time. Good defensive play. Going to bring up third down, 14 to go for the Oilers. Got to get something here. We're going to be bringing in the punt team, so we'll see what we can do here. In the backfield, back deep's going to be Caden Smith. Shotgun formation for Flowers. Smith behind it. Flowers drops back. All pass all the way. Over the middle there, it's going to be 13, Caden Smith again out of the backfield. That's the play they picked up the first down on earlier. This time,
to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Jake Wright, he was all over it. They had a blitz going. It didn't matter. Number 5 there, Jake Wright, he saw it the whole way. He came in, he had a vision on it the entire time. He just had never changed.
River Britton back deep to punt for the Oilers. Snap is on the way. It's high. It's out through his hands. He's looking for it. Got to find it. Fire, fire, fire. He goes down with the ball, folks. He's going to be tackled
5-yard line
on about the 3. No, they're going to mark it about the 5. So
by number 75, Zach.
A bit of a high snap, still not too manageable. I mean,
he had both hands on it. It was over his head.
Start on the 6-yard line.
Got both hands on it, but it went right to him, and he knew then it was just get the ball and get out of here. I thought he might try to kick it, but he never really had a chance.
No, he didn't have a chance. They're going to swallow him up.
Big break for the Comets right there. Here in this last few moments of this first quarter. 3:03 left to go in the first. It's 7-0 Comets, and they'll have the ball here deep.
Deep on the 5-yard line of Merritt territory.
I don't know if this is just an official timeout or a coach timeout, but they are now calling an official timeout by the Hinton Comets.
Timeout by the Oilers, their second.
Thanks again for tuning in tonight. It's our first broadcast this year from Paragon TV. Appreciate everybody tuning in and appreciate your patience as we find our way through our first broadcast. I'd like a big thank you to Janning Welding and Supply. Appreciate all the Janning family for what they do. Always big supporters here at Paragon. We appreciate what they bring to the community. For all your welding supplies, iron and metal, welding fabrication, and also trucking services, check out the Janning Welding down Van Buren in Elk City. Also, a big thank you to Chad and Wyatt Eaton, 4 Seasons Heat and Air, your carrier dealer, serving all of Western Oklahoma and servicing all brands. Not just carrier, but many others as well. So, how do you think we're looking over here, Travis? We ready to make the move?
Huh?
How's that looking?
I think everything there is hooked up. He just needs to log in. He's fixing to log in right now. All he's got to do is set it up, and he's ready to go.
Awesome. All right, a little timeout. I thought it was just going to be sometimes when it's hot like this, the officials will take some breaks periodically so the teams don't have to waste timeouts. But
can't really blame them today. There ain't no wind.
Yeah, it's pretty warm out here, and it's a beautiful night for golf.
Excellent day for golf.
And football. Okay, here we go. Comets set up, ready to go once again. It's going to be Levy Taylor. Once again in the shotgun formation. Also back with him is Trevor Rodman. Over to Rodman, left side, breaking the tackle. To go in the first. Hinton trying to expand that lead. See what happens right here. Looking again, no huddle. This is kind of what OU does. You know, they all go up there and just stand and look at the coach. And I've never been a big fan of that.
I haven't either.
It just looks unorganized.
Second and goal from the 1.
You know, they're probably more organized than they look. But anyway, this time Taylor up under center for the first time. I formation. It's going to be a quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper.
Touchdown Taylor.
Yeah, good push by the line. He didn't really have to do a whole lot, but just walk behind the center. The center just moved everybody.
Lytle on for the extra point once again. Hinton band staying pretty active over there, Travis. They've been at it all night.
Yeah,
there
they have.
It is, right through the uprights once again.
Excellent kick.
14-0 is our score. 2:15 left to go in the first quarter.
Check. Can you hear me?
I can hear me. Can you hear me?
No, not really.
Okay, well, we'll keep working on it. Coach Stair, he's the defensive coach, out there talking to his guys. Also, Cale Hickson out on the field right now. He's the offensive coordinator for the Oilers this year, again under the direction of head coach Barrett Richardson. Back deep once again, River Britton, and also Riley Herndon back deep once again. Orgain, Frazier, and looks like, see who else is that over there on the far side. Can't really catch a number on him just yet. Looks like it may be Tyler Adams. I think that's going to be who that is. Lytle set to kick off. Here we go. It's a 14-0 ball game. Hinton puts the ball in the air. Coming up a little bit short. It's going to be on the ground. Picking it up is going to be Herndon. Herndon goes to the center of the field with it. Going to be met at the 25-yard line. Big hit there at the 25-yard line, so that's where the Oilers will set up their third possession of the night. Gave up the first possession on downs. They went for it on fourth down. They were about midfield, had about 1 yard to get out of that. Unable to get the first down.
Check.
And then tried to punt in the second possession. Fumbled the punt snap. Turned over, and they scored off that. It's going to be Caden Smith over the right side. Not able to pick up much there. Greeted at the line of scrimmage and maybe picked up a short one. See what they call. They are calling it 2nd and 9.
Check.
River Britton checking into the ball game for the Oilers. Over the left side this time, ball carrier Herndon picked up a couple. But not much. Third and 8.
We got number 20, River Britton, coming back into the game.
See what we got here. Got Caden Smith in the backfield behind Moss Flowers, short shotgun formation.
Just under
River
a minute.
Britton left, Compton way out right. Here's the snap.
Fake handoff.
Fake to the right side. Moss is going to keep it, rolling right side. He's got some running room. Gets around one man and almost up to the 35-yard line. Going to be stopped just short of the first down.
About 4 yards. Safety came up really strong. That was a great play on the safety to come up and make a hit. That was also, it looked like the middle linebacker that might have been involved in that as well.
Well, I thought he got a little closer to the first down line, but they're going to say stop just short of the 35-yard. At 14 down, not moving much. You don't want to give Hinton the ball right now, I don't think. I mean,
well, they may punt. I mean, they're quite a ways in their own zone, but if they punt, I mean, they got to stress that punter. Even if you miss it, kick it.
Yeah. So we'll see what we get right here. Another timeout again, and it doesn't seem like they're in any hurry. Officials are now getting them a little drink of water. So pretty warm out there on the field. These teams have been out here for a couple of hours as they were warming up earlier, doing their calisthenics and running through some of their drills. It was pretty hot earlier. I mean, it's starting to cool down as the sun sets a little bit, but early in the season, nobody's really in great shape probably. But
I imagine the head umpire, he's probably pretty hot. The beard on that man is a long beard.
So that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back, and we'll get this second quarter underway. It's Merritt Oilers ball, 4th down and 4 when we return. I think it's only like a minute. Come on. Why don't you just call him, see if you can talk to him. You got him? Don't be on that in case it is going through. You might step away a little bit. Just see if it's...
Here, he said how about now?
All right, team's back out here now.
Check.
Back out on the field. And they're going to go for it. We got Moss standing alone in the backfield. Compton split out right. We got 4 wide receivers to the left side. Lonely backfield, and now Hinton's going to call timeout. Yeah, they didn't like what they saw right there. They weren't expecting that. We had 4 receivers over there on the left side for the Merritt Oilers. Had them pretty stretched out. Moss was the only man in the backfield, so it could have been a quick kick. That's a possibility. Just snap it back to Moss. Nobody was back here for the Commets, so not a bad idea, really, just to kick it back here if nobody's back there.
Well, I think they saw the setup, the way the defense was going to be, so they just decided they better call timeout.
12 minutes to go, just getting the second quarter started. 4th down and 4 to go. Ball's on the 33-yard line, Merritt territory. Merritt called a timeout, tried to discuss what they were going to do, got out there and got all set up, and Hinton didn't really like what they saw, so they quickly called a timeout, discuss things. So not sure what we were going to do there, Travis. Only need 4 yards. Quarterback keeper is a pretty safe play, but they had him pretty spread out. He didn't have many blockers to help him, so Moss might not have been the answer on that formation right there, but plenty of guys to throw the ball to.
Yeah, so, I mean, even a somewhat of a reverse one might help. I don't know.
Okay, back at it. Here we go. Change the setup a little bit. Now Caden Smith is behind Moss Flowers in the backfield. Now motion. Smith goes into motion, left side. 4 receivers to the left. Compton alone over here at the right. Here's a quick pass to Compton. Off his hands, intercepted, and it's going the other way.
Yeah,
Roderick Sowers comes up with it, and he will be the pick six man right there off the hands of Compton. Tried to just go with a quick out to Compton and let him try to beat the man, but it was just off his hand. Rodman come up with a big play right there on the interception for a touchdown. Hinton, not at all what we were talking about in that huddle,
that
Travis.
is not what I planned on happening.
At the 11:52 mark in the second quarter, Hinton puts up their 3rd score of the ball game.
He just led him just a tick too far. That's all it was. He had the play. It was there.
Lytle for the extra point. This one's going to be
a bit wide.
Off the right side of the toe. No good. 20-0 is our score. Just getting this second quarter underway here in Hinton, Oklahoma. First game of the season for both teams tonight. Next week, Hinton will, had that pulled up a while ago. Hinton will be taking on Walters at Walters next week, and the Oilers will be at home against the Cordell Blue Devils, I believe, next week. So,
yes, sir.
Well, Travis, better get back to the drawing board and get some offense clicking here pretty quick.
Well, honestly, you can't blame these boys. I mean, you're looking across there, it's like we're playing a high school team against a small college team.
Well, they knew they were going to have
got some size
full
on them and some speed. They're doing a great job, though. I mean, the line is really working hard. They're pushing everybody around. They're doing a great job. It just Hinton's getting some holes.
Yeah, tough break right there. See if we can't pick it up right here. Once again, back to receive the ball for the Merritt Oilers. Going to be Britton and Herndon. Back deep for the Oilers. Lytle puts the ball in the air. It's a short kick. Somebody better get on it. That's a fair ball. There it is, going to the short man, up man. Who is that going to be?
37-yard line.
Looks like that's going to go into the hands of Alex Orgain. Orgain, one of the up backs there, quickly got up and got on that ball. That's a dangerous kick right there.
That is very dangerous
the front
kick.
guys the front line just kind of turned around and to go back
they
and
watched
block.
the ball. They better be watching those guys coming.
He only kicked it to the 40-yard line, so it's going to be, or just a little bit past the 40-yard line. So it's going to be Merritt's ball, 1st and 10, 33-yard line they call it. That's the 37-yard line, really, if you ask me. But
I agree.
Anyway, here we go. Shotgun formation. Moss Flowers in the backfield. Herndon has the ball right side. Not going to go anywhere. There's a fumble. Herndon was met with heavy
stripped him right
penetration.
Out. Number 70.
And I was hoping they would just
Emilio
stop
Gonzalez,
the play on forward motion, but they're going to say it was a fumble. They ripped the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, he definitely got it out of his hands.
Turnover right there on the first play. 11:36 to go. Hinton dangerously in to Merritt territory. 20-0's our score. Hinton with the ball. Shotgun formation. Levy Taylor's your quarterback.
Oh, got a flag.
A little whistle, some movement possibly. Illegal motion.
5 yards.
False.
Oh,
5-yarder.
15 from the 40-yard line.
First penalty we've had so far tonight.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad.
Nice, clean game. That's kind of like.
I'm glad they're keeping them in their pocket. Makes the game a heck of a lot more enjoyable than every penalty.
Good crowd here from Merritt Oilers. Good to see that. First game, a lot of spirit.
Here's a snap.
Here we go around the left side. It's going to be quarterback keeper. There's Compton.
Compton with the tackle.
Takes him down.
Quarterback keeper, gain of about 6, Levi Taylor.
Picked up about 6 yards, so got the 5 yards back from the penalty and won. Second down. 10 yards to go. Ball now on the 35-yard line. Commets all just standing in position there, looking over at the sideline, trying to get the call. Here we go, in the backfield. It's going to be Trevor Rodman. Quarterback, of course, is Taylor. Rodman behind him. There's the handoff to Rodman.
Excellent
Nobody
hit.
there. Woo!
Tyler Adams
quickly
with a
by
big
Tyler
hit.
Adams.
He came through the line untouched.
Also a little help there by 55,
job.
Kellen Lamar. You could probably hear that back home. Sound like a head-on collision.
That was a great hit. He got low, and I'm pretty sure that young man's going to feel that after a while.
Third down it is, 11 yards to go. Ball still on the 35-yard line, it says.
Where they got Tyler at? Middle linebacker?
Here we go, pass outside. There's the catch.
Spin move.
Loses one defender. And here
Great
comes a
job
couple
of
more. He
Merritt
did
to
pick up about
surround the
5 yards.
receiver.
Just a real quick out route.
That brings up 4th down.
For the Comets. Going to bring up a 4th down and 5 yards to go. I'm not sure their field goal kicker is in range, so they'll probably just play it out right here, see if they can't keep this possession rolling. Good defense that time. Nice pass. He went up for it. Nobody else was going to get it but him. So he jumped up, made the catch. Made one defender miss, and here comes the rest. Here comes shotgun formation again.
Oh, boys.
Got another whistle there. Probably another, I think one of the linemen.
They were encroachment.
Possibly moving. Could have been defensive encroachment that time. We'll see.
Penalty on the Oilers, 5 yards.
Sure enough. 5 yards. Going to be enough for a first down.
The penalty.
See what we get here. Yep, they're going to step off another 5 right here. So that's going to bring up first down.
Yeah, we shouldn't have said anything about the penalties.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like the plague.
Going to move the ball up now to about the
4th and short.
25-yard line. Well, they're going to say it's still short, just short of the first down.
About 2 yards. They're saying a yard on the big screen, but it's good 2 yards. Well, never mind. They moved it closer, so it's less than a yard.
9:31 to go in the first half. See what happens. Taylor up under center. Last time they went here, they did a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. He's up under center. There's a quarterback keeper once again. Ball's on the ground, I thought.
No, I thought the same thing.
I thought it came loose, but Taylor ended up with it. See if he got enough for the first.
Yeah, I believe he did. They got about 2 yards on that one.
First down, Commets.
You heard it.
Yep, that's another first down. Great push by the line, though. You got to give it to both offense and defense on both teams. Their line are
they're banging
really
away.
doing a great
they're
job.
definitely busting it in the trenches and doing what they're supposed to be doing there. Nobody's had anything big.
Yep, nothing big.
But,
defensive for Merritt, their line's doing a heck of a job.
Shotgun formation, looking for a man down
open.
deep down the right side, and he's got the catch and the touchdown over Riley Herndon. Perfect play right there. Good pass by the quarterback. Well executed by the receiver to go up and get the ball. Touchdown, Hinton Commets.
That was a perfect pass.
Is that the first pass play we've seen by the Commets?
No, they've thrown a couple. Not many, though.
Well, they threw the out right over there. Yeah, that's right, for the couple of plays ago. But first deep pass they've had, and he was there. I mean, the defender was right there, too. I mean, it wasn't like he just totally got beat, but the receiver was able to just up over the top of him and bring it down. Ooh. There's the extra point. This time it is good.
That's good.
Ryan Lytle, number 77.
Brings our score 27-0 now here in the first half. 9:07 left to go on the clock. Thought they might go for two there to get this thing back in sync on the scoreboard after missing the extra point a little bit earlier, but
I
that's
agree.
not going to be the case. They'll be satisfied with being 27 points ahead.
Well, I think Merritt just give them a head start so they can get a good warm-up. I think it's time to go ahead and kick it into gear.
I hope that's what we're doing here. So, let's go ahead and put one up on the board here. Show them we're here and we mean some business.
And honestly, they've had a few plays that they could have possibly put it in the end zone. Just one defensive player is getting in the way. The two passes from Compton, just one hand got in the way, and it could have been completely different.
I think their kicker's getting tired, Travis, so that's
Probably
good
is.
news.
Well, the grass is a little bit taller than normal, and I walked across there earlier, and it wore me out.
Has had 4 extra point tries and 4 kickoffs now. And just in the first half still. So,
well, the front boys had better be ready. If he tries to kick that little quick pooch or the short pooch, they might want to catch it this time instead of watching it.
I think they have kind of set him up in a little bit different situation here. They were lined up straight across last time.
They've moved up quite a bit.
Herndon and Britton back deep. Here goes the kick. It's going deep.
It's
going to go to Herndon. Riley's got it, looking for a man to beat. He's got around one, now got more to go. Yep, gets around one guy, but here comes the defense, closes in on him pretty quick. Nice containment there. Everybody kind of staying in their lane. He really didn't have any opening.
Yep, they definitely did a good job covering for Hinton. They had every zone that you could possibly gone down covered.
Taylor Frazier going to step off. He's holding his gut right now. He must have took a shot to the abdomen. Hopefully he'll be all right. They're kind of getting him a drink down there. Okay, Oilers, time to get it going now. See if Moss Flowers can direct this team.
We've got 3 wide to the left.
Send them moving. Going to be Smith behind Moss, or behind Flowers. There's a out route to Compton. Nice catch.
Oh, great catch. About 6 yards.
Picks up about 6 or 7 yards. Nice play right there. Well, maybe they're just setting that up for a little give and go here in a minute.
Yeah, played it on the weak side. If they don't win the strong side, the defense is playing quite a ways back. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities over on the other side. They're
Compton again
exactly
out to the right side. Orgain split out left. Also Britton out there on the left side as well. Flowers has it, rolling right, looking to pitch it. No, he's going to keep it. He's got a man. He breaks it. Going to move. He's got blockers, and he's going to step out of bounds.
Great job.
At about the 46-yard line. We got a little extracurricular going on here.
We got flags.
Little extra
Unnecessary
business
roughness
going on. We've got flags on the field, Travis. Nice effort
run.
that time by Moss Flowers. Rolls out right. He had a pitch man there. Looked like they were going to try to work a little bit of a pitch option. But Flowers decides to pull it down, keep
Personal foul on defense.
And, a late hit right here for sure. The quarterback steps out of bounds, plays over.
Yeah.
Late hit by, I believe it was number 3, if I'm not mistaken, over there for the Comets. Well,
excellent play 3, there, though, by Mr. Moss Flowers.
Not sure who we
Great
got there.
run.
But anyway, it's going to be first down. A little bit of excitement for the Oilers, so that's good. That's what they needed to get something going here. Going to be Caden Smith and Moss Flowers again in the backfield for the Oilers. 8:18 to go here in the first half. Smith back deep. Flowers will be in a short shotgun.
Himself.
Trips left. Compton out by himself here on the wide right. Here's a snap to Flowers. He's going to keep it. Fakes up middle, goes around right side. He's got the edge. He's got some running room. I think he's going to step out right down. I think he's going to, they're going to call him out.
Yeah, he's short a yard or a couple yards, isn't he?
Going to step out just before the first down marker.
About a yard and a half
nice fake
short.
right here. Kind of faked it like he was going to go up right about behind the tight end, and then he just pulled it in and kept it around the edge. Had the speed to get around.
He may not be big, but, man, when he turns the corner, he hits a gear, and he can move.
Flowers shotgun again. This time he's going to hand off to Herndon. Nothing happening much there.
He just needs to lower his head and just barrel. Look like he got stood up there a little bit.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Riley Herndon again with the carry. Just not much to work with right there. That defensive line is just really holding their position well and not giving much up the middle anyway. So
you can definitely
most
tell.
of our damage so far has been around the edge. So.
Yeah, Merritt's definitely done their research. I mean, they've thrown the ball in the air for a reason.
Here we go. Well, once again, third down 2. Ball on the 32. Flowers in the shotgun. Smith behind him, rolling right, looking for a short man with the football is Riley Herndon. Herndon with the catch and the first down, Travis.
About 4 yards.
Just right. Picked up about a 4-yarder there. Nice play by Riley Herndon.
On 26-yard line. Excellent.
Kind of drug across the field, and Moss was looking at him the whole way. Nice pass that time by Moss Flowers to Herndon for the Merritt Oiler first down.
Yeah, Moss Flowers just taking the play in from Coach Cale Hickson.
Herndon wide right, Smith in the backfield, Rivers, and also number 8 out left. That's Taylon Frazier back in the ball game. Compton on the reverse move, gets the pitch from the quarterback. He needs an edge. Can he get it around the corner?
Just
and
needed a little bit of a block.
Do it. Needed a little bit of a seal over there on the backside to get that.
He got swallowed up pretty quick.
Defensive blocked in.
Safety came in, so did the corner.
Compton kind of going in motion there, and then Flowers pitches it forward to Compton, and it just really wasn't there.
Yeah, that play broke up pretty fast. Corner, he broke through.
So a loss of a few yards there. 2nd and 15 now. Ball on the 31-yard line. Merritt trying to push this thing into the end zone here before the end of the first half. Compton again way out right. Man, just a quick slant right here by Compton.
Yep, post right up the middle.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. Flowers has it. Rolling right.
And he's
got to get around. Now he's got some space. He's going to keep it. No, he's going to throw it. Great pass on the run. Goes into the hands of Taylon Frazier. Picking up another first down. Oh, he had Smith and Frazier just running kind of parallel with each other at a nice angle. Dragging from the backside.
He got around the backside, and he was wide open moving down the sideline. He had so many options.
Great play that time by Moss Flowers, just on the run.
And behind himself. He threw it across his body.
I thought he's going to keep it. He had so much green out in front of him.
I really did too.
And I really thought he was going to keep it.
He could see that linebacker start sliding in on him, so he knew that he better.
He's got some speed. There was a man in the backfield with him. He was able to just get around him, and once he got around him, he had plenty of room to work with, but he was on the move and threw it on the move. He's got a bloody elbow right there. They're going to wipe him up real quick. I'm going to take a quick official timeout. So they're going to clean up our quarterback. Is that a quarterback?
Yep, that'd be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Moss right there.
Okay.
He's got him a boo-boo. He'll be all right.
Got a little scratch on the elbow. They don't like a bunch of fresh blood flowing around out there. So the Oilers are going to take a little drink and a little bit of a break at the 5:57 mark to go in this first half. Thanks again for joining us tonight on Paragon TV, made possible by the Bank of Western Oklahoma and a host of other sponsors as well. Folks like Jeff Carlisle from Oklahoma Farm Bureau out of Weatherford, Oklahoma. Farm Bureau Insurance. They protect Oklahoma's best. Also, Rother Brothers Case IH in Clinton. Appreciate Mike Mayberry. He's the general manager over there, helping farmers and ranchers get the job done. Go by and see him out there on the north side of Clinton, Oklahoma. Got a great selection of Polaris products out there always. And, of course, the nice red machines from Case IH. Also, Roger Mills Hospital in Cheyenne, Oklahoma. Cindy Duncan and the crew over there offering a full range of inpatient and outpatient services. That's the Roger Mills Memorial Hospital in Cheyenne. Also, shout out to Farmers Union Co-op. Quentin Elliott in Elk City, Oklahoma. They're at the Co-op, your authorized Purina dealer. Go by and see them for Purina Feed Greatness. It's going to be Merritt's ball after a little timeout here as we get the quarterback kind of cleaned up after that first down play. It's going to be ball on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Oilers.
Pretty similar setup as they've had all night. Compton out to the right, trips on the left, single back formation.
Flowers gets the snaps, quarterback keeper all the way. He's going to pick up about 1 yard. He's kind of
a yard.
I mean, I don't think it was a busted play because it looked like that's what he had in mind all the way, but he was able to just get up maybe across the line of scrimmage, not much more.
Yeah,
he had
defensive end slid through pretty easy. He has a busted play, but he tried to make a play out of it with the spin, but couldn't keep his feet. Hickson telling him to play. Here we go.
See what we got. 2nd down, 9 to go. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Got the
Caden
C-back
Smith
formation.
deep behind Moss Flowers.
Possible reverse.
Compton right.
Nope.
Flowers rolls right, looking
open
for Compton in the end zone. There it is. Give him the catch. Come on with it. What's it going to be? He's going to call it a touchdown.
Caleb Compton.
Caleb Compton in the corner of the end zone. Great footwork right there,
Excellent
Travis.
footwork.
Concentrate on making the catch. Concentrate on getting your feet
I think
inbound.
he learned his lesson earlier from on the other side of the sideline when he caught the ball and he was out. So this time he made sure his foot was in.
Touchdown. Flowers to Compton that time over here on the right side. 13-yard pass play by Flowers puts the Merritt Oilers on the board. Holding the snap's going to be Riley Herndon. Looks like set to kick it. It's going to be Dawson Michael.
Looks like we got an encroachment. Another flag.
Is that Dawson Mitchell or is that Dawson Michael? That is Dawson Mitchell. Okay, wanted to make sure I was correct on that. So we're going to have a time. Well, I guess we called a timeout.
That was offsides defense.
Okay, they call offside defense. So now we're bringing the offense back in. Bringing the extra point team off. First team offense back out on the field for the Oilers. So they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. We'll see what we get. Moss Flowers back out on the field. Sure enough, twins right, twins left. Deep back is Caden Smith behind Moss Flowers in the shotgun. 5:10 left to go in the first half.
Compton out right by himself.
2-point conversion here. Fake handoff. Keeper by Flowers, not going to be enough to get him in there, I don't believe. So 2-point conversion denied.
Yeah, outside linebacker saw it the whole way. He busted right through.
27-6 is our score, but the Merritt Oilers did exactly what they needed on that possession, was push it down the field, eat up some clock.
Couple great plays.
Get some points on the board. So
excellent job. I don't know if you noticed the crowd out here today, but are these supposed to be aliens? And
well,
then, like,
I think it is
astronauts?
a space theme tonight.
Space theme?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just going to say, our kids these days have a weird sense of style.
They are out of this world.
They're out of this world, that is for sure.
Yeah, so a lot of pride and a lot of
well, one of them is definitely my daughter.
Lindsey Broadbent doing a great job with the pep team and cheerleaders. And so, yeah, everybody's looking nice and festive. Got a good crowd, young and old alike. Beautiful night.
Beautiful night,
and
absolutely. Cheerleaders are doing a great job.
Getting pretty well entertained right now. So
very well in sync.
The extra point was going to be kicked by Dawson Mitchell. We'll see if he is the kickoff man as well. Looks like he's going to be. Dawson wearing number 22. This will be his first kickoff of the afternoon. Back deep for the Hinton Comets is going to be number 21, Trevor Rodman. He's the lone back. Also just up a little bit, we've got Colton Helms and also 22, Clifton Craighead in the backfield. So see who we
center
get.
of the field, we've got Jack Brookshire.
Here we go. Mitchell.
Here we are.
Hand in the air. He gets the nod from the official, looks at both sides of his kickoff team, and here we go. Ball's kind of a squiggler right down the middle. Picking up the short kick is going to be number 11. That's going to be that's Jack Brookshire. Jack Brookshire picks it up and returns it right to midfield. So nice heads-up play by him. It didn't never hit the ground. It was kind of a line drive, squib kick look. Right into the hands of Craighead, and he'll just quickly push it right up for about 10 yards from where he caught it. Ball's at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Comets as they set up, trying to push that score up just a little bit before halftime. 5 minutes to go before the half.
Looks like our corners need to start playing up a little bit more. They're playing back 12 yards deep. They start throwing the ball.
There's a snap coming around the left side. That's going to be 21. Trevor Rodman had one man to beat, and he couldn't get around him. Bringing him down is going to be Caden Smith.
Caden Smith made a lot of ground to catch up to him. He had a good block on him.
A little bit of a counter play.
He had some room.
Yeah, he did. Compton was there. He was coming.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, they're playing too far back. They need to get up on him a little bit closer. That wouldn't have been such a run.
Graydon Devaney checking in the ball game for the Comets. First time I've seen him. He's kind of in an up-back position. Probably a blocking position there. He's kind of a good-sized fellow. Quarterback keeper, sure enough, going over the right side. Not anything but a quarterback keeper. Just tucked the ball, took off
They're
running.
Call it, blow the whistle.
Easy first down and a little bit more over there. Looks like a scrum.
Yeah, pretty much the whole team was sitting there holding him, carrying him around.
Kind of a rugby scrum's what it looked like over there. But quarterback keeper all the way. Sure enough, he brought that halfback in there to be his lead blocker. He's a tall quarterback. He can see what he's looking at.
Well, he's big.
Across the field, observes real well, does a great job. He's a senior, about 165-pounder, 5'10". That's what the roster shows.
I'm pretty sure from the looks from here, he is bigger than 165.
Well, he may be bigger than 5'10".
That might have been the beginning of last year, 165.
Craighead in the back behind Taylor. Taylor with the ball, hands off to Craighead. He'll move to the left side. Got a man to beat around the edge. Going to try to get around Herndon, and he does just barely, but Compton there able to push him out of bounds. Nice containment there by Herndon. Or no, that wasn't Herndon. Excuse me, that's Caden Smith.
Yep, Caden Smith.
Caden Smith on that. Excuse me, not Herndon.
On the 10-yard line,
picks up a few. First down once again. Ball going to be just inside the 10-yard line now, so looks like they're not going to be able to pick up another first down. Maybe they will. Maybe they're on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they're right on the 10-yard line.
So
I mean, that ball's on the line. So
we'll say 1st and 10 on the 10. Timeout once again on the field.
Brought to you by Pioneer Cellular.
Pioneer Cellular, headquartered out of Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Been in the cell phone communication business for a long, long time. Great coverage.
Great coverage. Can't complain about the hotspot. It's working great right now.
I have a Pioneer phone here as well. And there's lots of places that I can get service that some others don't have service. So it probably works both ways, but I appreciate Pioneer, and they do me a great job, so appreciate that.
Wow.
Like to say a big thank you also to Security State Bank out of Cheyenne, Oklahoma. Locations in Cheyenne, Hammond, Laverne. Community Bank, where decisions are made locally. Go by and see them and tell them that the Paragon TV crew sent you by there. Also, like to big shout out to Corey and Christy Speaker down at the Mountain Men Axe Throwing and Grub. That's a good place.
That
You've
is
been
some
down
of the
there.
best pizza
Great
I've ever
food,
had.
awesome pizza, and they've got some really
Their wings are good, too.
Really
God, their food's
creative pizza down there as well. But
Absolutely.
anyway, go by and see them right there on the edge of South Main Street in Elk City. 3:57 to go in the first half. 27-6 is our score. Comets on top of the Oilers. Comets have the ball, 1st and 10 from their 10-yard line. Back deep is Taylor, quarterback keeper, right up the middle. Got a man on his ankles. He breaks that tackle, and he picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, it looked like Trey Shepard. He came through pretty quick, and if he'd have held on to him, he'd have had him for a loss.
Yeah, he had him by the ankles in the backfield.
Kicked out of it, but he slowed him down quite a bit.
Picked up about 4, calling it 2nd and 6 yards to go. Here we go, looking again over to the sideline, getting the call.
I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of the way they get their plays. For one, my vision wouldn't be good enough. I wouldn't even have a clue what the heck the play was.
I don't know. I just kind of like that in the huddle. You can kind of talk to guys, hey, be sure and watch that end, or
do better.
Say some special things.
Block.
Just not much communication between the players in a huddle. But here we go. 3:07 on the clock. Shotgun formation. Taylor has it. Give down to the right side. That's going to be Jake Wright.
Yep.
How many ball carriers have they had? I mean, they've thrown about 10 different ball carriers.
Looks like
that's the
Caleb
first carry.
Compton brought him down.
First carry for Jake Wright for the night. And he picks up a couple.
3rd down and 1, it looks like. Maybe 2 possibly. I mean, look at him. I feel bad for him. If one of them has bad eyes at all, he's guessing.
Well, I'm not sure if he discusses too much with them or not. Here we go once again. Taylor's going to come up under center this time. Real tight formation in the backfield.
That's going to be a quarterback sneak.
Yeah. They're going to hand it to the big guy.
That one.
Now they're going with the refrigerator.
Yeah. Brought the fridge in.
Brought in number 68, Thomas Strother, into the backfield. 6'4", 255-pound Strother
that sucker in.
Takes it in for the score. And the Merritt
that is a large man right there.
Yeah, 255.
Yeah, not bad.
With the football and the head of steam.
I might be 255, but his 255 looks way better.
Once again, Raul Lytle on for the extra point. There's a snap, ball down. Low kick, too far left, no good. That's a 2nd extra point tonight that he has missed. He's a straight-on, straight-toe kicker.
Well, and that's the only problem. If you got rounded shoes, you got to have a square-toed if you're going to do that.
That went out with Tom Dempsey's square-toed shoe back in the early 70s. I don't know. But anyway, he's missed 2 tonight. I don't know if they can
bring the Jim Thorpe shoe back, but I think that might be his only option.
I was thinking of, what was it, Tom Dempsey, the guy that played for the Saints? He used to have the cutoff shoe. He had like a half a foot.
Yeah.
He had about that much lead in the end of his shoe.
Well, there's a lot of those guys.
He held the record for longest field goal forever in the NFL. But
if you got lead in your boot, that'll help.
Finally got ousted. 33-6 is our score. 2:21 to go in this first half. Merritt Oilers will get it with a little bit of time on the clock. Thanks also for tuning into 98.1 FM KADS, the sports animal out of Elk City, Oklahoma, and also AM 1240. Thanks for tuning in on your radio tonight. Blake and Travis. Live in Hinton, Oklahoma.
Well, looks like they're getting angry at the ambulance.
The ambulance. They're not blinding anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, are we going to wave at the sun and tell it to go down too? No, we're not. I don't think the medic team really cares what we say.
Anyway. You probably can't turn them off. Probably when you start up an ambulance, it's probably
you got to hit the emergency brake. You got to tap it, and it'll kill them. Maybe.
Go take care of that, Travis.
That's what it did with my '84 Bronco. You start hitting stuff, start blinking.
That looks a little newer than the old '84 Bronco.
Yeah.
I saw a Bronco in town yesterday at Big Splash. It was sweet.
Was it newer?
It might have been an '84 model as well. No, it's blue and white and totally restored. It looked fantastic. I'm going to show it to you one of these days. There's the kick on the way. It's going to go into the hands of Riley Herndon, bringing it right up the center. He delays a little bit, waits for his blockers. Now he's got some room. all the way up to the 35-yard line. Nice
Excellent
play right
run.
there by Herndon to kind of be patient, kind of pick his way.
He did. He
waited
on
for
his
some blockers to
He did a
come up
great
there
job.
and get set up. So nice field position to get this thing started here with 2:13 to go in the first half. Moss Flowers has been the quarterback all night. Thought we might get to see a little bit of Jones, but hadn't seen that happen yet.
Not yet. Moss is bringing in the play.
Take a nice long huddle there. 9 seconds on the play clock. Now 7. Going to have to hustle this up a little bit. 4 seconds on the play clock. Better make it snap. Going to get a delay of game, and there it is. Delay of game. Merritt Oilers going to push them back.
Well,
Am I the only one looking at this play clock out here, apparently?
Yeah, that was just a...
I said they took a really long huddle, and they did.
You nailed it.
Too long. So it's going to back it
They
up.
got to take their time when they were coming up the line. They weren't hustling up there like they should have.
Well, somebody ought to have a little urgency and going, hey, let's do a quick snap here. Do better,
Coaches need to be
as
doing a little
Travis
bit of
loves to say. Here we go. First down, 15 yards to go for the Oilers. Caden Smith, deep back behind Moss Flowers in the shotgun. Tight formation for the receivers. Compton's going with the down and out to the left side over there. Got the man there.
He sure did. Riley Herndon was open at about the 45
he was 25 yards
line.
down the field and open, and Compton really wasn't, but I think he kind of locked in on Compton early. He was running about a 10-yard out.
Yeah, Caleb, he had 2 guys squatting down on him, but my goodness, Herndon was wide open. But that was going to be a tough throw anyways. He's going to throw across himself, throw it about 30 yards.
Yeah, super tight formation that time. Compton and everybody was just nobody really
Very
split out, didn't stretch the field at all. But
looks like they're going with a
similar formation. Trips to the left side, all in pretty tight. Compton in a flanker position on the right side. Compton looking for the pass. Moss moving around, got nobody, kind of throws it into an open spot downfield. Going to be incomplete pass.
It was a good defense.
Yeah, good defense.
Really good
You're
defense.
right. Good defense that time by everybody, kind of staying in their lanes, if you will.
Yeah, the defense, they collapsed on that pretty quick.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Brings up third down, 15 yards to go.
Come on, Comet fans, 3rd and 15, make some noise.
Let's make some noise. Let's see the deep play. Compton way out right. Only one man to beat for him right here. Smith deep in the backfield. Flowers gets the there's a little cross-buck play. Give me the block. Give me the block. There it is. And a first down.
First down.
Great play
Excellent
right there.
job.
Riley Herndon still on his feet. Go! I don't know. He blowing the whistle. This official never blew him down.
No, his knee never touched the ground.
Well, go ahead and step in the end zone is what I would say. This guy's bringing him back.
His feet never touched. Oh, man.
I need to replay.
Yeah.
Anyway, great play right there.
That was
a little cross-buck, reverse play into the hands of Herndon. Coming out here, and Kate Compton was just trying to, get a block there and kind of tie up that defender. There's only one defender really out there. So a good defensive play to get a hand on him.
Oh, it really was.
But he really did. He just kept grinding, kept fighting. I don't think he ever really went down to the ground.
I don't think he did. I think he got back on his back arm and just held himself up.
They're going to say it was down, though. It's still a first down for the Oilers. 1:55 to go in the first half.
Kind of equipment timeout.
Equipment timeout here, working on Herndon. He stepped out of his shoe and kept going.
Yeah.
The shoe was down at the 50.
That was an excellent run. Great effort.
Here we go. Got our shoes tied, ready to go.
And I would like to apologize
once again,
to everybody
33-6.
for yelling into the mic.
Here's the score, 150.
All right, fine. They're spread back out.
Here we go. Twins to the right.
Twins to the left.
Doubles on the left as well. Shotgun formation for Flowers. There's the snap. Oh, in the middle once again. That's Caden Smith out of the backfield.
Gosh.
Great tackle right there by
number 5, Jake Wright.
Number 5, yeah.
Jake Wright came out of nowhere.
Shoestring tackle right there. I mean, that's a good play
that they
run several times with Caden Smith out of the backfield, just kind of looping right around here to the center of the field, kind of just settling in the linebacker area. Good defense that time. Second down. 10 yards to go. Ball on the 50. Flowers in shotgun. Here he is, right side. Compton with the catch.
Move your legs, Compton.
Makes the catch and trying to make a couple of moves. Going to pick up about 3-4 yards. Nice play, just unable to get into the opening. 58 seconds. Let's hurry it up a little bit, guys. Let's get some plays off here.
Yep, they need to get on the ball.
Play clock at 31 seconds. Here we go. Let's line it up. Little short huddle, close to the line of scrimmage. 44 seconds, 22 on the play clock. Compton
Looks like
out
everybody's
right,
a little wore out.
trips to the left. Smith in the backfield behind Flowers. Shotgun to Flowers. He has the ball, drops back to pass. Long, deep bomb. They're going for it. Ball's up in the air. Keep going. Anybody's ball.
Broke up.
Tipped up into the air by
Looks like it's
Herndon.
broke up by Roderick Sowers.
2 Comets back there, and nobody could come up with it.
And
so it's going to be a long, incomplete pass, but a good try right there. Good
Great
pass.
throw.
Good pass by Flowers. Nobody could really get to it.
No, they were both going up for
they
the
were
ball.
all
There
just
was
trying to.
no penalty there.
Clock is rolling. 27 seconds to go in the half.
Crowd's getting excited.
This could be the final play of the halftime. 33-6 is the score.
They kick one out to the
Hinton
sideline.
Comets
Might
on
be able to
top.
step out of bounds and get the clock to stop.
Compton split out to the right side.
Run a post right up
Frazier
the middle.
left. Ball's on the ground. Flowers picks it up. There's a face mask.
mask.
How about it?
We got a face mask right there, boys.
Yeah, we got it.
Number
That's a
77
15-yard face mask on the quarterback with no time came off the clock there, I don't think. I'm not sure if they didn't start the clock or what, but that was a pretty obvious face mask.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely obvious. I mean, he's kissing his shoulder.
I
That's
could be
kinda
wrong,
tough
but I think in high school they're all
personal foul
15
face.
yards on face mask.
Yeah, and that's personal foul.
I mean, he grabbed it and he never even tried to let go.
No.
It's pretty obvious. He brought him down by the grill there. So first down, Merritt Oilers. Big defensive mistake right there.
Well, once you get your hand in there and you got a hold of him, the last thing you want to do is let go. So you just kind of hope nobody's paying attention.
All right, Merritt Oilers hustle up to the line of scrimmage. 21 seconds on the game clock. Shotgun formation for Flowers.
Looks like we got a timeout.
Hinton. All right, Merritt trying to make something happen here late in the first quarter, late in the first half anyway. See if we can't.
They just need to put this in the end zone. If they keep this in the end zone, they're still in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. They can score pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody, both teams. We've seen it. A couple of turnovers or mishaps, and pretty easy to get a couple of quick scores. Another Pioneer Sailor timeout. Hinton Comets called that one. Just either didn't see something they liked or didn't have their proper personnel out on the field for that situation. But
yeah, I'd imagine right now they're probably going to go to a nickel defense. They're going to sit back, and they're not going to let anything get past them. I mean, if I was the coordinator, that's what I would do. I'd send my outside linebackers and I'd move, or my defensive ends, and I would have everybody else sit back.
Play a little prevent D.
Little prevent, absolutely. That's a long time out.
Coming up at the halftime show, we'll try to see if they bring us over some official statistics from the first half. Sometimes they do that.
Yeah, maybe some snacks.
That's probably
That'd be
not
a
going to
great
happen
idea.
here tonight. You've been keeping some pretty good stats over there, I've noticed.
Yeah, I colored a circle.
Flowers in shotgun. Smith
Yep,
behind
they're
him.
nickel
Trips to the
defense.
left.
They're sitting
Compton
back.
lone right.
Defensive
Flowers
ends
is
are
back. There's a hold. No call. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Just toss it out.
Just in time.
That's all right.
Incomplete pass. Still 13 seconds to go on the clock. Not a terrible play by the quarterback. He didn't have much developing for him there, so he just dumped it out of bounds.
No, Hinton's doing exactly what they should do. Just sit back, let them bring it to them, and they're not. It's going to be tough for them to get in the end zone if they don't come up with something special.
Set
Trips
it up
left.
once again.
Single right.
Compton right. Frazier out left. River Britton also out there on the left side. Flowers has it. Now he's going to roll left side. Needs to get a block. Needs some help out there. Give him a little time. Nice catch.
There you go.
Nice throw and catch. Riley Herndon comes down with it and goes out of bounds. But
Stop
not
the clock.
before he gets the first down, I believe. So.
Oh, looks like they're going to make it
They're
second
not
down
going
and
to give
about
it to
3.
him. So going to say third down and about
Or third
4
down.
yards to go. 7 seconds on the clock. So probably the last play right here unless it's a really quick pass play and can get that clock stopped. But I'm saying send Tyler Adams deep. I don't know.
I say send them all deep.
Send everybody
Annexation of Puerto Rico.
deep. Well,
You know what I
Hail
mean?
Mary. Once again, 2 out right, 2 left. Smith behind. There's another reverse. Ball's on the turf, going down for it. Blown play right there, trying a little trickery. And I don't think it was going to develop anyway. There was too many Comets in the backfield out there. Going to try possibly a reverse
You're
pass.
running nickel defense. Your defensive ends are going to be coming.
Going to be 3rd down. Back them up. Oh, excuse me. We're going the other way.
They fumbled.
Oh, they did get it. Okay,
Yep,
they did get
they
the
got
ball. I
it.
thought we got the ball back, actually, but
No, it bounced forward. And
Okay.
They couldn't reach it.
all right, turn it over on a fumble there. 3 seconds to go. We'll see if the Hinton Comets take a knee right here. Pretty tight formation, again, with the quarterback up under center.
I think he's going to
That's
kneel it.
Levy Taylor.
Yep.
He will take a knee. 33-6 will be our score at the halftime. You're listening to Paragon TV, Merritt Oilers Sports, made possible by the Bank of Western Oklahoma. We're going to take our first break here in the halftime. Stay with us. It's a beautiful Friday night. Friday Night Lights and the Comets on top of the Oilers at the half. 33-6 is our score.
You've heard us talk about the Bank of Western Oklahoma. Now let's hear from one of their actual customers, BG
With
Bisco.
Bank of Western Oklahoma, it's more of a personal relationship. It's not a corporate bank. It's just how they've treated me. So God's always been in my life. So he's completely guided our way along with the bank. You know, if I didn't have my financial partner with David and the bank, you know, I don't know where I would be. But also, if I didn't have God, where would I be?
The Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC.
Roger Mills Memorial Hospital is a member of our local community, offering quality, affordable health care right here at home. Roger Mills Hospital offers big town technology locally. They have qualified, caring staff to assist you in all your health care needs. If you'd like to improve your quality of life, don't hesitate to contact the Buster Rural Health Clinic at 580-497-3333 or Roger Mills Memorial Hospital at 580-497-3336, 501 South LL Males, Cheyenne, Oklahoma.
No storm is too powerful for new Purina Wind and Rain Storm Minerals, formulated with ultimate weather resistance. That means more minerals in the feeder and available to your cattle. Wind and Rain Storm Minerals provide more consistent intake and balanced mineral nutrition to optimize herd health and breedback rates. See the difference at your local Purina dealer or visit cattlenutrition.com. Wind and Rain Storm Minerals, another way Purina is building better cattle.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Janning Welding and Supply LLC in Elk City is one of the largest metal and weld-on fitting suppliers between Oklahoma City and Amarillo. They also offer expert welding and fabrication services, plus provide oil field trucking and hauling. Since 1997, the Jannings have provided quality work backed by reassuring customer service and are truly thankful for their loyal customers' trust and business. And after-hour service is always available. Visit Janning Welding and Supply, 918 North Van Buren in Elk City, or online at janningwelding.com.
Welcome back to Hinton, Oklahoma. We're at the halftime show. Score right now at the half. Again, the Hinton Comets in command, 33-6 over the Merritt Oilers. Hinton band making their way out onto the field. Still a beautiful,
absolutely gorgeous
evening, Travis. Going to turn into just a spectacular night for some football.
Yep,
we're going to have to.
There ain't much wind at all.
Get this thing straightened out a little bit in the locker room. Really, Hinton's done nothing too crazy that we probably couldn't have stopped. Most of it's just on some really quarterback keeper type plays. He's a big guy. He is hard to bring down.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing really too tricky. Nothing really, just
right now in this game,
out.
I would say the line on both sides, offense and defense on both teams, are the ones that are really highlighting the show. They're doing an excellent job, both sides.
Yeah, those guys are grinding it out, no doubt about that. Hinton, first of all, they've got more players on their roster. You can just see that they have a bigger team of guys to choose from. They've handed the ball to probably 6 or 8
different running backs throughout the evening. So they got choices. They got fresh legs out there all afternoon. And that I'm sure that starts to play into it. I notice a lot of the Merritt players are playing both sides of the ball. So, we got a lot of Ironman football
getting a lot of
going on
rest
this end
for some of the Merritt Oilers. And, that makes a big difference, especially, when you're maybe not in great form. Maybe they've been working out all summer and they're in pretty good shape, but I wouldn't say they're in as great a game shape as they're going to be, maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now. But anyway, Hinton taking advantage of that and just kind of doing probably what they do, keeping it simple and kind of controlling the clock, controlling the ball, not putting it in the air a lot. And, on defense, they've made some mistakes. Merritt has found some gaps and been able to get some first downs and move the ball a little bit, and they seem to just kind of hurt themselves at some point in the possession. So we put the ball on the floor, I can say probably 3 or 4 times. We missed a punt, mishandled the snap on a punt. They recovered on that. They scored off that. We had a fumble right here at midfield. Interception a little bit earlier off of one of our hands.
I'm hoping hopefully Merritt's got somebody up there in the other press box watching. If they notice that the deep safety, there is not a deep safety. These safeties move up. If they will run a post route right up the middle, they've got room.
Yeah, it looks like the guy is playing on the outside of Caleb when he's out here, and there's 20 yards of green between him and the linebackers. So
they need Riley to roll out one direction, have the post come in the other direction.
A little quick slant, something like that. I don't know. It's not going to work all night, but you can pick a couple of those up and move the ball a little bit. So I don't know. It's hard to second guess what they do. I know Coach Barrett Richardson's talking to his coaches and his players, and they'll try to come out. They'll make some adjustments, no doubt about it, and see how they get things going.
It really is a good crowd tonight. A lot of Merritt people showed up.
Looks like I'm going to try to pull up a few other scores for you if I can figure out how to find some of those from around the area. Lots of football going on tonight. Not everybody's playing tonight. We did pick up the Hollis Tigers. We're pretty excited about that. Picking up, they're part of the Paragon TV network this year, so we'll be doing the Hollis Tiger football season for the first time, and also basketball as well, but they won't play their first game until next week. Like I said earlier, Cordell will be coming to town and taking on the Oilers next week, and then Merritt will have a bye the following week for the Labor Day weekend there, I guess. So anyway, a couple more weeks, and then we'll get a week off, Travis.
Oh, man.
With no pay, of course.
Looking forward to it.
It's time off. Going to play some golf.
This is literally my first day on the job, and I've never sweat so much in my life.
Well, I don't know about all that, but you must not work very hard in your day jobs. I'm saying.
No, I'm a really good sitter.
This is a
dictator.
So I've only done a couple of football games in my life. They've both been Merritt football games. I went to Frederick and did a game a couple of years ago with Gabe. And that was my old stomping grounds. That's where I was born, and that's where I learned to play football and baseball and everything else. Stayed in Frederick till I was in about the 5th grade. So it was kind of fun to go back to the Bomber Bowl and see some of my old buddies from way back when. But
I imagine.
Anyway, I don't think we have to travel down there. We do get to go to Hooker.
Oh, we do go to Hooker.
Oh, yeah.
We go over close to my stomping grounds, being a Turpin Cardinal.
Woo.
Going out to the Hooker Bulldogs.
Did Turpin have football?
What do you mean did we have football?
I don't know. I mean,
I can tell you right now, back in the late 90s, 90% of the state knew where Turpin was at.
Okay.
We were nothing but champions.
Y'all must be up there by Shattuck.
Born and
must
bred.
be north of Shattuck, because I know they're pretty good football school.
We were close enough to Kansas and Texas. We got a pick of the litter.
Yeah, okay. I'm just giving you a little bit of a razz there.
That's all right.
I figured
Turpin
had a football team, but
I defend my Cardinals.
6:20 to go here in the halftime break. Blake and Travis killing a little time here high above the field. We got to get Marshall Flowers or some of these guys. We can get Dustin Smith in here. He's always got something to say. No, don't really bring him in here. I was just kidding. I'm just going to give him a hard time. But
I'm sure he would absolutely love to come up here and speak.
You put Kristen up in here. I know she
would definitely talk.
She'd keep it clean anyway. So I want to give a big thank you to the ParagonTV.com crew back at the house. Candace Cluth, Gabe Edney, Jared Atha. Those guys and gals do a ton of work getting us ready to go, making us sound and look sharp. And thank you again to Matthew Platt for helping us out with the camera work this year as well here with the Paragon team. And going to be fun. Going to have some excitement. Get to do a few road trips. And hopefully we can get some wins out of it this year. Merritt, with a tough season last year, got a couple of wins scratched out before it was all over with. But looking for a little brighter season, I know this year is what they're hoping for. So they finished with 2-8 last year. They were 2-9 in 20. And last winning record they had was back in 18, 7-4. So I know they're looking to kind of clean that up a little bit and put some wins back on the board for the Oilers. So the Merritt Oiler program has been through a lot. They were 8-man, they were 11-man. They went without football for a little while.
Yep.
I think just by popular demand, the fans and
honestly,
body.
this game is not a good representation of how they look. I mean, they actually look really good. It is, and the size is really getting to them.
Well, and the mistakes they've made,
yes,
Hinton has capitalized on. I mean, no doubt about it. They've taken the turnovers and marched it down, got their points on the board where they could. And like I said earlier, not doing anything too tricky with it, just protecting the ball and putting it in the end zone when they have the ball. So that's what we got. 33-6 our score. We're going to take another halftime break. Stay with us. You're listening to Paragon TV, made possible by the Bank of Western Oklahoma.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them. We also have people like Pete who make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Owners George and Jim Bob Browning invite you to visit the locally owned Ace Home Centers nearest you or shop online at elksupply.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Security State Bank is now serving Laverne. They have served Cheyenne and Roger Mills County since 1912, maintaining the integrity of a community bank where decisions are made locally. They take great pride in being involved in the community by supporting various booster clubs, including 4-H, FFA, academics, and all athletics. Their financial services are competitive for both loans and deposit rates, plus they offer the convenience of internet banking. Security State Bank with 3 convenient locations, Cheyenne, Hammond, and now Laverne, member FDIC.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Oh, the best part about the app is definitely that the drinks are always half price.
So this is happy hour all the time.
It's happy hour.
It's happy hour.
Yeah.
Happy hour? Oh.
And we all lived happily ever after.
Oh. Right, like you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon.
Sonic Bacon on Bacon quarter-pound double cheeseburger.
Okay, you got me.
This is Howie Sonic.
While high school teams battle it out year-round,
What time is it? Game time!
the team at Rother Brothers in Clinton continues to earn the trust of Western Oklahoma's farmers, ranchers, and weekend riders.
Wins the game at the buzzer!
Full lines of new and used farm implements, ATVs, and a complete service department to back it all up. It's game time at Rother Brothers, just off Highway 183 North in Clinton. Contact their sales staff at 580-323-1981.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool breeze on a scorching day? Or a cozy corner on a cold night? That every room of the house is as inviting as the next, and the air is fresh and clean for everyone? But humidity is where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature.
Four Seasons Heat and Air, your Carrier dealer servicing all of Southwest Oklahoma. Call Wyatt Eaton at 1-866-323-1385.
Welcome back to the half. Hinton, Oklahoma. Blake Brewer, Travis Stout here for the Paragon sports team tonight. Travis, you go ahead and eat your burger while I chat with the folks. Shall you?
Well, appreciate it.
Yeah. Comets are back out down in the end zone here, kind of working it out, getting it all stretched out. Yet to see the Merritt Oilers come back out of the locker room, but they'll be out pretty shortly, I suppose. I think Merritt has more fans here than Hinton, actually.
I really do, too.
So,
I mean, we've got another little stands over here and people in lawn chairs off to the left.
33-6 is our halftime score. I was trying to get Elk City's score for you while I was in the break, and I kind of got sidetracked and totally lost what I was trying to do for you. But anyway, that's what I was hoping for, was come up with some scores to pass along to you. Aaron Kalk, Jared Atha, and Drew Cobb on the call there in Elk City tonight. Got the Altus Bulldogs traveled into Elk City tonight. And so that's what's going on over on 94.3 and in Elk City tonight. I'm sure it's a great night there in Elk as well. Wonder how the horse race is going tonight, Travis.
I don't know. I think there's quite a few ladies that went out there for it. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about horse race, we got a ladies golf tournament in Elk City tomorrow morning. Diamond in the Rough.
Yeah.
Big tournament for the ladies.
That is a big tournament.
It
72
is a huge tournament.
teams, two-person teams, of course, all ladies. We got teams coming in from Shattuck, Duncan, Tulsa. It is just a really good tournament. It's probably, the third or fourth year that the ladies have put that together?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's about like that, third or fourth time. And, again, 72 full field for tomorrow out at the Elk City Golf and Country Club. My wife is playing with your wife, Miranda and Amber. I think they're in it to look good and have fun. Is that their goal?
I'm 90% sure that there was tiaras bought for their outfits.
Yeah.
They're more concerned about their outfits and the way they look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
than how they golf.
There was no practice involved. It was just a bunch of pre-planning on what we're going to wear kind of thing. So I was able to pull up the Elk City score, and they are ahead of the Altus Bulldogs. It was 14-0, but I just see right here on a replay that Altus picked up a fumble and ran it into the end zone, so it's 14-6 now. I'm watching it live on Big Elk TV, another part of our Paragon Sports
Great job,
Network.
Elk City.
So here we go. Looks like it's 6:57 to go in the third quarter there in Elk City. Extra point on the way for the Altus Bulldogs. It's good. So it's 14-7 there now in Elk
Merritt
City.
has made their way out on the field.
So
they're warming up in the center of the field now.
Travis, don't talk with your mouth full, if you would. It's Radio 101.
I haven't even taken a bite yet.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yes, he has.
Anyway, yeah,
Matt,
Merritt are out
nobody
here
asked you.
practicing up. Getting set to go. 30 seconds on the clock before we get this one rolling once again. So there you go. If you want to watch some great football, get the Paragon TV app. That's what you ought to do. Load it on your phone. You can get all the Paragon radio stations. You can also get a quick look at the Penny News right there. And you can go to Paragon TV, and once you're in there, you can click on Hollis, Elk City, Merritt, or any of the other schools there that you would like to watch. Only those three schools will be doing football this year. But pretty excited about the addition of the Hollis Tigers. So,
all right.
I won't be having to
Halftime
travel
is
down to
over.
Hollis, but we do have a team going down there each and every week, so good time there. All right, well, we'll see what we do here. Wished we'd have had a little bug in that locker room for the halftime to kind of see what they were talking about and what they want to do for this second half. How old a fella is Caleb? Is he a junior?
Caleb is a junior. Yes,
he is. Okay. Well, he's made a pretty good hand of it tonight.
He really has. He's worked hard in the gym. You can definitely tell. I mean, he's been putting in time. He's gotten stronger, a lot stronger than he was last year for sure. I mean, last year, really, he debuted on how well his hands were catching the ball, and he's definitely shown that he's still got it.
Elk City will be kicking off to the Comets, kicking from the west end. Elk City moving from our left to right.
Number 21, Trevor Rodman.
Trevor Rodman back deep for the Comets, kicking the ball away for the Merritt Oilers. Going to be number 22, Dawson Mitchell. 12 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Third quarter ready to get rolling. And there's the ball. It's in the air. Going to go all the way back to Rodman. Rodman will pick it up off the bounce, move it into the middle of the field, and he's met quickly by River Britton.
Excellent stop, staying in their zone.
Lucas Buckner and River Britton right there to.
Excellent defense. They never left their area. They stayed in their zone, and he had no area to go.
Probably the worst field position they've had all night. That's the Commets.
That was a heck of a pep talk in the old locker rooms, what that was.
See what we get here. Britton in here at the right corner. Over on the left side, that's going to be Herndon. It looks like Compton's going to be playing strong safety. Middle of the field there. Taylor back in, shotgun formation for the Comets. He'll have the ball. He'll hand it off, going to the right side with it. It's going to be Wright. Jake Wright got some running room. Jumps over one man and picks up a first down and a little bit more.
Looked like Riley Herndon got him out of bounds. Looked like Caleb had him and then got tripped up, and he just hurdled him right there.
Yeah, okay, he did. He jumped right over Compton, and Herndon shoves him out of bounds over there. First down for the Comets. Ball on the 41-yard line. Still no huddle situation for the Comets.
Looks like Dylan Ingram out here all by himself. Quarterback sneak.
Quarterback keeper once again. Right side, not much.
46-yard line.
Pick up a 5 yards. He can kind of just lean. He kind of just can lean forward and get 5 yards. So it's pretty easy pickup for.
Yeah, he was tripped up by the line.
Just about to midfield here to get a first down. 11:15 on the clock. Third quarter. Shotgun formation for Taylor. Jake Wright in the backfield.
Looks like Merritt's defense tightened up quite a bit.
See what we do. There's the ball. It's on the ground over the hands of the quarterback. Wright's going to get Wright's going to get down on it. Good hustle by Jake Wright to fall down on the ball. I think he hurt himself doing so.
Yeah, snapped it right over Levi's head. He had to dive on it. It looked like he hit him right in the gut as well. He's holding his wrist a little bit, it looks like.
Snap was just a little bit high through the hands of Taylor and onto the ground, and they had no chance to pick it up. All they could do was dive on the ball. Merritt was right there to get it if they didn't get on it, but it'll still be Comets football. Third down, 15 yards to go, ball on the 36-yard line.
I have a feeling he's going to put the ball in the air right here. Here he goes.
Taylor back to pass. Ball's in the air. It's way up there. Compton's got his eyes on it. Two defenders.
Excellent defense right there.
Good defense right there. He just chunked it up there. Kind of a 50-50 ball. Who's going to get it? And
looks like Herndon might be a little
Nobody's going to come down with it. That's going to be
Caleb. Got his air knocked out of him.
Caleb's got a hurt arm, I think.
Yeah, when they went up, it looked like they got hit in the stomach pretty good.
He's going to be all right. It was double coverage by the Oilers back there on the receiver, and all three guys went up for it. And Caleb Compton just kind of came straight down to the ground. Really didn't.
Looks like they got Cole Carter going to come in for him.
There's a good athlete right there. Carter, he's all-around athlete, super hustler. Not the biggest kid. I've been surprised we haven't seen him on the field already. This is the first time I've seen him out there. Now, he may have been out there earlier, and I just didn't see him go in, but he's going to check back out. Compton's going to take it to the sidelines. And,
it looks like they're getting ready for a punt
replacing him
anyways.
is going to be Riley Herndon. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 15 yards. It's going to be the first punt of the night for the Comets, and back to punt is their kicker, Raul Lytle. There's a deep snap. Ooh. Comes down with it, gets a low punt. It's going to go way down the field, though, and going to go out of bounds about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark it, 30 to 35-yard line, somewhere like that. So, nice low kick.
Yeah, I think
not
he
really
rushed a little
nice
bit. It was
low
a little high.
kick, but it was a low kick. And so Merritt Oilers will get rolling once again. Compton checking back into the ball game, so he's okay. It's going to be Moss Flowers at quarterback. Looks like Caden Smith in the backfield behind him. They'll huddle up. 10:05 to go here in this third quarter. They'll trail Hinton Comets 33-6 when they come to the line. Twins out to the right. That's Compton and Herndon, and looks
Twins
like
out left. Single back.
Single back. Smith behind Moss. Smith gets the dive play right up the right side. He'll go across the line, pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Handoff to number 13, Caden Smith. Brought down by number 11, Jack Brookshire.
Jackson
Not a
brings
half-bad
him
run
down.
there. It looked like he didn't back up or stutter step at all on that one. He pushed all the way through.
He got the handoff on the right side and immediately kind of took a cut to the left and found a little bit of daylight. Frazier out to the left side, Compton wide right. In the slot, that's going to be Herndon. Moss, shotgun formation, slips one tackler, going around the left side. He'll
takes a big hit by number
dive
77
across the
there.
line and pick up a couple of positive yards.
Latal.
I think possibly a blown play right there. I'm not sure that was intended to be a quarterback keeper, but that's the way it ended up.
Or Lytle.
So bring up a 3rd down and 7 yards to go on the play. Ball about the 30.
Looks like River Britton. He's bringing in
6-yard line.
Bringing in the play.
Pretty much run that same formation out of the backfield. Now our receivers are kind of mixing it up a little bit. This time River Britton wide right. Compton on the bench this time, I think, unless he's out there somewhere. There's Compton with the ball right now. A little reverse play. He got a gap up the middle.
Reverse. That was broke
Turns
up.
it up and almost enough to get that first down mark, Travis. He's going to be short of it.
That was fixing to be a double reverse. Uh-oh. Compton's hurt.
Oh,
His ankle.
He's ankling it down now. Oh, man.
That don't look good. That looks twisted.
Yeah, it don't look good at all.
Nope, that does not look good at all.
He's up on his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kind of twisted just by looking at it. That's got to hurt. They're going to bring him to the sideline. We're going to stop the clock right here at 8:32 to go in this third quarter. Got a man down. That's Caleb Compton. We've talked about him quite a bit tonight. He's handled the ball a lot for the Oilers. He's a key player, no doubt about it, on the offensive side. So they're going to set him back down. He jumped up, kind of started hopping around. He just in some pretty good pain right there, but they've got the trainer out there from both Hinton and
it looked like he was trying to tough it out.
Merritt out there.
He's going to put his weight on it. He doesn't look like he's doing too good.
Man, tough loss right there. First game of the season. Young man's been working hard in all the offseason trying to get ready for this season, and that happens. It's tough on these young kids.
Yeah, hopefully he just got a rolled ankle. I don't know. That looked like it was pretty.
I didn't really see it happen, but he went to grabbing his ankle. It's his left ankle, and
he's not putting any weight on it. He's trying, but it don't look good.
Yeah, not looking too good. Nice round of applause for the junior Caleb Compton as he hobbles off the field. Coach Stair and Coach Richardson help him off there. So looks like they're going to bring Lucas Buckner out on the field to replace Compton in that receiver spot. Also out there, well, see, I think, yeah.
4th down, 1.5 yards to go.
Well, I hope it is a sprain.
Yeah, I hope that's a twisted
ankle. Hope it is
ankle.
a sprain.
I mean, they're
maybe
helping
a little
him back
tape, little
somewhere
rest,
to sit.
some ibuprofen, and we'll see him back in there here in a little bit. Go. 4th down, 2 yards to go. Merritt Oilers set up to go for it. Here we go. Defense closing down. Moss in shotgun formation. Smith behind him. Looking right. He's got Lucas Buckner over here wide out to the right side, and Herndon also over here. And this is
run it.
You better hurry. There's the clock. Play clock down to 0.
Game again.
Delay a game once again. Second time we've had the delay a game tonight against the Oilers. And there's play clocks down on the end zones of both ends of the field, so there's really no excuse for the quarterback not to be able to see that. But when they break that huddle, let's get going.
Yeah, it looked like they went on 2 trying to get somebody to jump off sides, but nobody reset.
Well, 4th and 7, they're going to call it, and I think they're going to go for it, Travis. I don't see the punter on the field. Not sure who the punter is. I think River Britton was maybe going to do the punting earlier in the game. So here we go again. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left side. Moss Flowers
got a
has
man.
it.
He's got
There's the
first
man.
down.
He's got him open, and the catch.
Excellent play.
First down,
Excellent
Oilers.
Talon Frazier with an excellent catch.
Talon Frazier, 6'1", freshman, coming out of the – I think he was the one that was on the left side.
He was. He
came across, drug
across
across
that
the field.
Post route that we were talking about.
Kind of just that delayed route across the field, and Moss does a good job throwing, especially coming to his right side on the move. He's hit several.
He doesn't care if it's to the right, to the left. He can go across
the touchdown he threw down here in the end zone to Compton earlier. It's on the right side. He was moving again, and we got another timeout called. Oilers want to talk about it, so we'll send it to the Pioneer Sailor timeout. Oilers call that. They get a first down. Big play right there. You get a man hurt. You lose a couple of yards. Things aren't looking your way, and you go ahead and go for it on first down, and you make the nice pass-catch completion.
Yeah, it was a very good job of the entire team to step up. And
definitely needed right there.
Excellent catch. Just all-around good play. But it's like we were talking about at half. They'd start looking at the post route going right up the middle. They don't have anybody back there to really be defending them.
Most of our passes have been in the 10, 12-yard range. Yep. We did have that touchdown, which was probably a 15, 20-yard pass. But so maybe we're setting them up for that little short stuff, and maybe we can get somebody behind them into the secondary here sometime in this second half. 7:46 to go in this third quarter. 33-6 our score. Merritt Oilers with the ball, and they're marching, trying to get it across midfield here. First time to get it across midfield here in this second half, if they can get there. River Britton out right. Compton back in the ball game over on the left side. Good to see him. See if he can move on it. Kind of watch him over there, Travis, if you will. Here comes the man in motion. It's going to be Herndon. Over the middle. There's the pass. Just a little short. Moss Flowers had to throw that ball.
Compton was able to take off on that foot, but he's limping back. It's still a little tender, which I'm sure it is. He's going to have to, if he's going to play, he's going to have to toughen through it.
Yeah, I don't even think they taped it. I mean, they didn't have time to tape it up, I didn't think, but maybe they did.
I thought they did.
Maybe they did. I didn't think they were over there long enough. There's one play.
Yeah, it looks like it's taped up.
About all he missed. So,
but I'd be taping up that shoe and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to even take it off.
74 is your center with the ball. That's Rayden Cordell. He'll bring the team up to the line. Again in the shotgun formation for Moss Flowers. Smith behind him. Flowers has it. Drops back. There's Smith with the ball.
Come on, Smith.
Coming up and out of bounds.
Not bad. Got him
Picks up a couple of yards. There's that nice, just that little dump pass right across the middle of the field right there as Smith comes out of the backfield and just finds that little seam, a little zone right in there, kind of floats in between.
They let the line come through, and they just dump it off to him.
And so that's worked out. I mean, they've completed it a good number of times here. It doesn't always pick up a lot of yards, but it's always a pretty safe play.
And it's always the same person breaking it up. Middle linebacker there, Jake Wright, is always in the mix every time they do it.
Third down.
Looks like
7
trips
yards.
left, single right.
Shotgun formation for Flowers. Trips to the left side. Compton way out left. Frazier over here. There's the pitch to the left side. Smith's got some running room around the left side. He's going to be stacked up and out of bounds over there.
Looks like about 4 yards.
Going to pick up about 2 yards. 21 takes him out of bounds. That's Trevor Rodman. Going to be short of the first down. but I'm assuming once again we'll be going for it as we do cross the midfield stripe into Comet territory. Nice little run, pass option right there. Went straight to the option. First time they've attempted that play a couple of times, but that's the first time they've got the pitch off. So
they're moving the ball well.
Flowers sets up the offense once again. He's got the ball rolling right. Compton trying to shake a man loose. He's holding him over here. See if they get him for the hold. We may have a hold in here is what we're going to have.
Yeah,
I think they're going to get Caden Smith for a hold. But they were definitely holding Compton out here. He was the man that they were going to try to get open. And the defender had him by the collar. But they're going to call it back here. I saw that too. He was just leading the way. It was Caden Smith. Just kind of had the guy by the shoulder pad, kind of had his hand up under the shoulder pad. Could have been a legit block, but the official thought it was a hold. So it's going to be a hold. They're going to bring the Oilers back on that one. It'll replay the down. 4th and 4 is what they've got now, but they're going to march it back about 10 yards, I suppose. Caleb's still surely struggling with that ankle now. I think it looks like he's kind of limping on his right ankle now. But anyway, Oilers backing it up. Going to be 4th down, 17.
I wouldn't be surprised they do some sort of nickel defense, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're backing off.
See what we get here. Pretty similar setup as what we normally see here. Moss rolls right, pitches out to Smith. They got a little running room there. Picks up some positive yards, but not enough for the first down.
They need to
get. So they're going to turn it over on downs. He gets the ball up to about the 47-yard line. So it's going to be Hinton football in Merritt territory. 6:59 to go in the third quarter. 33-6 is our score. Merritt Oilers now set up some defense.
I don't think Compton's definitely. He's about 60%.
I don't think he's taped it up at all.
No, and he was grabbing his hamstring just then.
Yeah, he may be cramping up now, but yeah, they need to get him some drink. I don't know where the tape's at, but I got some up here.
An entire table full of tape over there.
Yeah, well.
And a bucket of ice. I just shoved my foot in it.
Probably be a good time for some. Taylor sets up for the Comets. Shotgun formation. There's the give to 21 on the right side. That's going to be Trevor Rodman picking up positive yards. He's still on his feet. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to do it. Caden Smith almost had him. And out of nowhere comes River Britton to save a touchdown.
Saving Merritt from a touchdown.
Nice diving tackle there. Touchdown saving tackle at that. Big run right there by Rodman out of the backfield.
That was an amazing run. Boy, when he turned the corner, he hit the Jets, and he was gone. Couple really good blocks, though. That who was that? Number 9, Roderick Sowers. Excellent block. If that was him over on that side, I couldn't tell because it grouped up too much. But whoever's on that side, they had a great block on the corner.
Pretty simple play out of the backfield, but he kind of had a little wall set up over there, and just able to get around the corner. Brings up first down, ball on the, I'd say about the 10-yard line. Comet ball, shotgun formation, hand again off to
Same
Rodman.
Play, touchdown.
Right side, touchdown, Comets. Untouched pretty much as he slips through a little seam on the right side there. At the 6:43 mark, puts the Comets on top, 40-6, and they'll bring Lytle back out for the extra point attempt. He's missed 2. See if he can.
Yeah, he hasn't really liked this side of the field. Missed both of them on this side.
Excuse me, 39-6, trying to make it 40. Snap is down. There's the kick. It's a nice high kick. Looks like it's going to be no good.
Wow. That looked like it was right in the middle.
From over here, it did look pretty good. Must have been a little bit wide left.
No good.
I told you. That side of the field was, what in the June bug is this? Just got attacked.
I think it was a June bug. Got a little golf update.
I saw that.
Torrey Windsor and Logan Gore are the horse race winners tonight.
Champion of the horse
the
race.
Elk City Golf and Country
City.
Club. They've been throwing together a little horse race, a little impromptu horse race, a couple of Friday nights a month. They'll just kind of put the word out, hey, we're going to have a horse race. Everybody that wants to play throws their names in there. They do a little blind draw, two-man teams, and then they play alternate shot, which is the worst.
It is the worst
golf format ever.
It is definitely the worst. I mean, you hit one bad shot, you talk about thinking you just ruined everybody's life.
It's tough on a friendship, and it's really tough on a marriage. And but when it's a blind draw, it's okay. It's like, oh, sorry, you got stuck with me.
Yep.
But
you know, if they know you're no good, they just expect it. But those are two really good players, so I'm sure they didn't have much of an issue.
Well, Comets pretty much picking up right where they left off in the first half, Travis.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now,
Get
the
the
June
ball,
bugs are
control
out.
the clock, lose some scoring. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I don't think they sting or are poisonous, so you'll be all right. There's another high end-over-end kick going to land on the ground back in front of the Merritt Oilers. Picking it up. It's going to be Herndon, and he's going to be smacked immediately.
Yep. He didn't really have much of a chance on that.
defense.
That ball was kicked short, and he had to pick it up, and it just went stall.
Yeah, they were right there. 6:36 on the clock. 39-6 is our score. Ace Hardware scoreboard. Looking good. Thank you, Jim Bob, George. Appreciate everything Ace does for the Paragon sports team. Always been a big supporter of athletics and many other events around Western Oklahoma. Excited about their new location coming to Elk City at the end of the year. There's a fake handoff. Flowers has it. Now there's a pass over here to Herndon in the flats. Picks up a couple of yards.
Play right there.
Yeah, it was a little run-pass option right there.
That was a different little
play.
play.
He did all three. He faked the handoff.
Yep, thought he was going to run, little
and
flick.
then still didn't ever cross the line of scrimmage. So still
about 7 yards, 6 yards.
Nice little play right there. A lot of options. I do like that.
That
setup.
was a pretty unique play.
Just Herndon not able to break free right there, but he had some daylight if he could have broke past one guy, it looks like. Buckner out to the far right. Looks like Herndon also over here on the right side. And
also looks like Hinton. They've dropped back a couple defensive players now.
There's Flowers. There's the give to Smith. Caden
He's
Smith around the edge. Go head-to-head. He's still going,
He's
baby.
still pushing.
Woo!
Excellent run.
Man, he laid a pop on it and picked up another 6 or 8 yards, and then he got hit.
He blew both of them up on the sideline right there in the corner and pushed right through.
Woo!
Excellent run. Good second effort.
He's a good-sized kid. He looks kind of slender, but, man, he laid the
Well, it kind of looked like he had a little bit of
he's feeling
red in him on that one.
He's feeling it, but he's right back out there in the huddle.
Nah, he'll get over it.
Well, hey, good play right there. First down, Oilers.
Yeah.
On the move once again. 5:30 to go in the third. Flowers shotgun formation. Orgain, far left side. There's the fake. Now Flowers will roll to the right side. He's going to keep it. Got a man to beat across the midfield stripe.
Oh, excellent job. Another 6 yards
down to about
right
the 48-yard line. Good play right there. Picking up some positive yardage is Moss Flowers. Moss is not a big guy, Travis.
No, he's not.
5'8", 135 is what the roster shows.
But if you go by heart, he's a hell of a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, he's not afraid to put all 135 on the mat.
Yep. He's got a lot of his dad in him. He's just gritty.
Buckner and Herndon again out on the right side. Going out to the far left is going to be Orgain and River Britton. There's the
great pitch.
handoff. Again, pitch
Get
over to Smith. Caden cutting into the inside.
Right,
and he's going to pick up a first down.
Yep,
same play going left side that time.
Yep.
Good play right there. That way, I mean, Flowers did a good job, kind of drew that defensive end in there, flips it out there to his running back. And
defensive end, he did exactly what he was supposed to.
A little bit.
He stayed outside. And it was just a great play.
Rivers kind of hobbling around a little bit. I'm not sure what he's done, cramped up on his calf or something, but he was kind of looking at the referee or the umpire. Like
that's when you got to fake the broken leg and lay there, and then they'll call timeout. Then you can get up and walk off.
Somebody do something. I think they are cramping up is what we got going on here.
First game of the year, you're usually going to find out how bad it is.
Caden Smith deep behind Moss Flowers in the shotgun. Twins right. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Smith will take it across the line of scrimmage and pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6 yards.
Looked like that was Brookshire that came through the line on that one from the middle linebacker position.
Lucas Buckner checking out of the game. Compton checking back in. He'll be wide right.
Caleb's moving a little bit better than he was a few minutes ago, that's for sure.
Herndon in there on the right slot position. Twins out to the left side. Again, Smith behind Flowers. Here it is again, the pitch side. Caden Smith going right side. Boom. Beats one.
Oh, he's
slips
still
through
on
a
his
couple
feet.
of tacklers. Still on his feet. Going to grind it out to the 30-yard line. Is Caden Smith doing the heavy lifting right now for the Merritt Oilers.
He dropped his head, and the defender literally went right over the top of him. Pushed all the way through. Great job. Oh, God, holding. I was afraid they were going to call it. I was hoping nobody saw it.
Smith's needing a breather. That's what I'm saying. He's been doing some heavy lifting.
He has,
and
definitely.
He's going to get a little relief right here. Here comes Mr. Carter coming on. He's going to replace – looks like he's going to replace Smith in the backfield, I believe. That's going to be Cole Carter.
Yeah, that was an excellent effort by Caden Smith.
Yeah, great
effort.
Second and third effort right there.
Yes, it was.
Okay, Carter's going to be out on the left side slot. They're going to move Tyler Adams into the backfield behind Flowers. Flowers again out of the shotgun, going to hand it right to Adams. Adams trying to get on the hip of his blocker there and unable to pick up much. Just back to the line of scrimmage.
Swallowed up by Brookshire again, middle linebacker. He come out of nowhere. I don't think he was even touched.
Still going to be Tyler Adams in the backfield for the Oilers. 3rd down, 12 yards to go. Ball on the 45-yard line of the Comets. Shotgun formation for Flowers. He has the ball. I see Herndon going down the middle. He's got an open seam, and he's wide open and has the pass. Breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet and all the way up to the 15-yard line. First down, Merritt Oilers.
What a catch. What a run. Spin move broke.
We talked about that earlier, a little bit different, not from the wide spot, but he was in that slot.
Yep.
Still got that nice seam on a.
You run a post right up the center, and those safeties they're either too far out or they're too far in. They're not where they need to be.
Carter checking back out for the Oilers. Smith back in the backfield behind Flowers. Flowers is putting the ball on the money. I'm telling you.
And he's doing a
fantastic
really good job
all
back
night
there.
long.
He's done
Here
a
we go
great
again.
job.
Shotgun formation. 8 seconds on the play clock. And Hinton wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, Merritt made him nervous.
They don't like this train running. Trains are running on them. They're trying to slow it down. They're going to call a timeout. First down for the Oilers. 2:05 left to go on the third quarter clock. Marching down the field, trying to push it in there. Still not out of time if they can get some points here pretty quick. Trying to play some serious catch-up here. They've definitely got some work ahead of them, though.
They really do. They've got a lot of work to do. But right now, I mean, they're learning a lot of stuff on the way they're playing. They definitely got a lot of heart. I do think, though, that Merritt's got a little bit more speed.
Well, they may have. They're just hadn't
got a
seen
lot of
too
power,
many just
but we've got a lot
all-out
of
foot
speed.
races, but when they get around the edge, or they seem to get around the edge some.
Yep.
But so we're going to do. Here we go. Time to make it happen right here. Pull something out of the hat and get it in the end zone. Herndon setting up once again on the right side. Also Compton out right. Split way out here to the right side. Nobody out here to get him yet. Single coverage again over both these wideouts out here.
This is
Twins
what I'm
to the
talking
left
about.
side as well. Smith behind Flowers, who's in the shotgun once again. He's
Post
been there all
route by
night
Herndon
long.
would be perfect. Oh,
Flowers
he's
has the ball.
out.
He's got trouble in the backfield.
He's
He's
still
got
on
big
his feet,
trouble.
though.
He's got to get out of
Still
there.
on
There's
his
2
feet.
men
Get the
dragging
ball.
on his
No,
shirt. He throws
he
an
threw it
interception.
right to him.
Going to be an interception.
Interception by Hunter Helms.
Helms
Hit him
comes
dead
up with the
center of
ball.
the chest,
Flowers
and we got
threw
a
it.
flag.
Flowers had his shirt, had 2 guys dragging on his shirt.
They
He's
tried
able
to
to break
drag him from
away
the back.
from him. And then he just kind of desperation throws it down the field right into the hands of number 11, I believe, who that had.
Looks like we got
Brookshire.
Oh, what call was that? Got a flag. What, push?
Not sure what the call is. Maybe it's going to be against the Commets for sure.
No, it wasn't. It was,
it
was on Merritt.
He was explaining it to our coach. I thought he was giving him some options over here.
Yeah, they called it on us. I don't know what that was.
Anyway, it's going to be Comet football. Going to be somewhere around the 30-yard line. We'll see where they end up.
Whatever happened, apparently that was against the rules.
So what are we going to do here? The umpire officials are talking it over. I'm not sure that everybody is on the same page here, but now we're stepping some big steps.
That's a lot of steps.
The first one was really big, and then he kind of shortened it up a little bit.
Yeah, we can just take one, be good enough. We don't need to take 10 of them.
10-yard penalty against the Oilers, so it's going to be first down for the Comets. Pushes the ball up to about the 37-yard line. 1:53 to go in the third. 39-6 is our score. Hinton on top. Been in control all night. Shotgun formation once again for Taylor. Who's he going to give it to? That's 40. He hadn't run the ball yet.
No, he sure hasn't, has he?
But we'll find out who it is. That's Graydon Devaney. Graydon Devaney with his first carry of the night.
Oh, he's a strong-looking runner.
Picks up some positive yards. That big kid.
Where did he come from?
He came from that bunch of kids on the bench over there.
So he's a sophomore.
1:30 to go in the third. Hinton all
5'9",
looking over at the sideline, trying to get the play called from the coach. 16 seconds on the play clock. They'll bring it to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds on the play clock. One receiver out here to the left side. River Britton on him. There again is Devaney. Going to be tackled for a no gainer. Good stop right there by 55. That's going to be Kellen Lamar in the backfield for the Oilers, making a nice stop. Flag on the play. Going to be against the Comets. Going to bring it back. Let's march it on back now. 10 yards, so we're going to negate some of that positive yardage that they put on there. Going to be third down once again. Going to be about
3rd and 11.
11 yards to go.
Sorry, second down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Second 11.
That's a heck of a guess.
That's what I meant. Second 11 for the Comets. 52 seconds to go in the third. Shotgun formation. Levy Taylor is the quarterback.
Post route.
Quarterback keeper. Got the ball. Nowhere going. Nowhere going with that one right there.
To go. Number 54, Anthony. I am going to have a hard time with that last name again.
Arispe.
Yes. Ran right in the middle of him, and he was not moving.
Not having it. 20 seconds to go. Our cameraman's putting on a show up here.
Yeah, he's got some moves.
Come on, man. I'm just jamming out to some music.
I don't know what you listen to, but he's jamming out all right. No doubt about that. Shotgun formation. Here's the give. Going to be to Devaney. Devaney going nowhere once again. Oh, he picked up one, but that's not going to be enough.
Lamar.
It's going to bring up fourth down and about
that is end of the third
7
quarter.
yards. That's going to be the end of three, as you mentioned. It's 39-6. It'll be a fourth down and 9 yards to go when we return.
Security State Bank is now serving Laverne. They have served Cheyenne and Roger Mills County since 1912, maintaining the integrity of a community bank where decisions are made locally. They take great pride in being involved in the community by supporting various booster clubs, including 4-H, FFA, academics, and all athletics. Their financial services are competitive for both loans and deposit rates, plus they offer the convenience of internet banking. Security State Bank with 3 convenient locations, Cheyenne, Hammond, and now Laverne, member FDIC.
You might have heard that feeding calves more isn't what's best. You heard wrong. We could tell you all about the research and how the Purina Amplicaf program's 3 steps work together to avoid transition slumps, and that these calves deliver 2,740 pounds more milk in their first lactation. We could, but why would we, when she says it best? If there's greatness on the inside, it shows on the outside. Purina, feed greatness.
All right, fourth and final quarter here in Hinton, Oklahoma. Blake Brewer, Travis Stout, high above the 50-yard line here.
Single receivers, both sides.
Oh, they are going to punt.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
kind of a
off
short
the side
punt.
of the foot, little shanker over here and out of bounds
right
about
there on the 35.
35-yard line for the Merritt Oilers. So not a great punt.
Well, it was a bit of a shank. Justin Twyman knows about the shanks.
He knows all about the shank. Got a big Elks Lodge tournament coming up.
That's
soon.
what I heard.
So, yeah, you better be hearing it because you're on that KECO team, and I plan on coming out of there with a victory.
You darn right.
Yeah. So that's the plan anyway. Looking forward to that. Was that a couple of weekends away?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
People will find out we're better cheaters than
All
most.
right, here we go. It's Merritt Oiler football.
Back in action.
Got to push it about
live action.
65 yards up the field. Get this thing going. Out of the shotgun. Fake go again by Flowers. He'll bring it around the left side. Stiff arm. Man
Great
goes down.
stiff arm.
Flowers
Shoved him
picks
to
up
the
another
ground.
5 yards
And we
after
got
the
a
stiff
cramp
arm.
on number 40 here.
Yeah, he's cramping up.
Yep.
That Merritt Oiler was reaching in there to rub his calf for him.
He was helping him. He got in there real quick. I mean, that's going to help him out a lot.
Well, that's cool.
That was pretty dang cool there. Who was it? That was Tyler
good.
Adams, wasn't
nice
it?
little, I mean, I'll tell you what, the little Flowers kid, tough play right there. Nice little stiff arm. I mean, it picked him up 5 more
very
yards.
impressed. I am very impressed.
Okay, so they're going to tend to him, and he's going to be, who is that down there? Is that?
It's number 40.
That's Davini?
Yeah, Graydon.
So he's going to be down there. Just a cramp, right calf cramp,
Yep.
so they're going to kind of work that out a little bit. But it's going to be second down for the Oilers. Got about 3 yards to go for the first.
Now, I know I've said it once, but what a night. I mean, you can't have a more beautiful night for football.
6 or 8 more of these throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, if we could just do this every time,
I'd be happy.
Would be great.
Got a couple of dancers out here for the Commets.
Camera guy's got a little competition there, bud.
Got a little dance.
Little dance off on number 22. Look, he's even throwing out the vibe, putting a little water on his head.
We're going to have to mic you up, Matthew, next week.
Yep.
We're going to get a microphone for you.
You're definitely getting mic'd up next time.
Yeah, there's been controversy about that. I mean, I have a PS4 gaming headset. It works on computers, too. It may not have the best audio quality.
Well, this must be a pretty good cramp.
It must be.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and call timeout and drag him off the field.
I don't know if you can just drag them off these days.
I mean, get the gurney out here.
Take the good foot and just pull him off to the side.
Get him a drink.
Nah, that's a pretty good cramp. I don't think he's liking this much.
Give him some salt water, salt tablets.
Need some liquid IV in this young man.
Or a Mentos. Well, first game's been quite an experience for both teams, I'm sure. I know Comets probably feel like they've, kind of
first games are always pretty hard.
Last year, you never know really what you're going to get in your first game, I'm sure. But Oilers going to bring a lot of positives out of this game. I guarantee
absolutely.
you. They're playing tough. If they could have just protected the ball, we muffed the handle on a punt. We had a turnover down here on an interception. We fumbled one out here. So we've given them, a couple of pretty decent opportunities to.
Well, young Moss Flowers, he has definitely showed up to play. He's playing very well.
We just got to get it in the end zone. That's what we got to do. Right here, right now. What I'm talking about.
Just need to get everything to start working together.
Go by and see the folks at Janning Welding and Supply there in Elk City on Van Buren. Go by and tell Andy that the Paragon Sports Team sent you by. Pick up any of your welding supplies, fencing materials, iron, metal, welding fabrication. Also trucking services available as
young man
well
is
for you there
on
at
his
Janney
feet.
Welding and Supply there in Elk City. Also, shout out to Four Seasons Heat and Air if you need some service on your stuff. All brands. They take care of all brands. They are a Carrier dealer. Give Chad and Wyatt a call at Four Seasons Heating and Air. So he is going to walk off the field under his own power, and he's going to limp it up a little bit.
Yep, he's still
he ran the ball.
up.
He's ran the ball 2 or 3 times in that last possession, but so he needs to get over and get it stretched out. Here we go. Oilers set to go once again. Twins to the right side. Single split receiver on the left side is going to be Tyler Adams. Caden Smith behind Flowers. There's a handoff to Smith up the middle. Tries to slip her through the line, and
he had a few blockers that just
couldn't get
they
by
slipped
that
right
linebacker.
through. Linebacker got him again. Looks like that's Brookshire. And, yep.
1 yard pickup.
And Hunter Helms.
That's what I've got. 3rd and 1. Don't believe everything the scoreboard tells you, Travis.
I don't. Can't even see
this
that
says
far.
2nd and 2. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Flowers in the shotgun. Smith behind
They've got
him.
a receiver sitting here. Wow.
Man in motion. Here he
Too
goes.
bad.
He's going to have the ball. Swinging around the right side with the football is going to be Tyler
what
Adams.
A
He's
spin
got
move, but he is drilled. But we got a flag in the backfield. More than likely going to be a holding call.
I didn't think it was going to develop into anything, and then he kind of shot around the edge there.
I don't
and
know
then
if they
bam.
even noticed. He went, let's see, who was it? Tyler Adams goes back for that reverse. They had nobody on him. If they would have saw it, he could have just stood there and just flipped the ball to him. He was wide open.
I didn't see it, and apparently he didn't either.
Oh, I was looking at it. Safety was off on the other side of the
that was
field.
an option for him. They're going to call the penalty against the Oilers, back them up a little bit more here. We'll see what the call is. Let's hear it. What's the call?
It was holding.
I didn't ever see the official make the call, but they didn't move it. Well, they moved it at 5 yard. 5 yard penalty there, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go for the Oilers.
Yep.
Adams split out to the left side. Smith behind Flowers. Flowers will drop back to pass.
Oh,
and through the
dropped it.
hands of Frazier. In and out of the hands.
Wide open.
Probably if he'd have made the catch
I think he would have had a first down
up
if
the
he'd have
field,
turned
he'd
it
have
uphill.
probably had the first down. Thrown just short of the first down, but if he'd have caught it and turned up the field and maybe
it was just
dove a little bit.
Just a tick behind
got
him is
across
all
that
it was.
45-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down, 6 yards to go. You know we're going for it. We've only attempted 1 punt tonight, and we fumbled that, so we haven't even attempted to punt again, I don't think.
I don't think I would either.
I don't
you just keep
recall
on barreling
one.
at
10
it.
minutes, 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Here we go out to the left side. Going to be Adams and Frazier out left. Compton split way out right. Flowers drops back. Oh, bam.
Batted
Pass
down.
is batted down by the big man.
Number
Woo, that
68
is big.
Stroth.
Oh, that's the guy that had the touchdown earlier.
Strother, yeah.
Thomas Strother, 6'4", 255-pounder. They were going for that Caden Smith little dump across the middle like they've done all night long.
Yeah, a little screen.
And he came right through the middle, had his hands up, and just really no match. 6'5" against 5'10", or
I don't know.
maybe
How
8.
tall is Moss?
Looked that
5'8".
up earlier, yeah. So
5'8", yeah.
big size mismatch right there. And look, he didn't just catch it and run on in, but
That's
I
true.
thought Moss was going to catch it again after it came off that guy's hands. But that's a turnover on downs.
Yep.
Going the other way.
They are definitely going the other way.
Comets ball. Taylor in the backfield. New running back there also. That's Hunter Helms. He has been in the game a few times. He has the ball right up the middle. Kind of being
he's got
patient,
some
looking
room.
for some
He's
blockers.
broke a couple tackles.
And he gets
He
right
is
at
still
the middle.
plowing.
He just kind of start and
He
stop
kept his,
and start
kept
and
his
stop.
knees up and kept moving his feet. That's kind of hard to stop. You keep
First
pushing
down,
forward.
big time positive yardage right up the gut for the Comets.
Yeah, they had 3 guys on him, and you just keep moving your feet like that, you can plow through about anybody. It was excellent technique.
Yeah, nice run. Good play right there. Nothing special. Just quick, simple dive play out of the shotgun formation.
I am impressed on the fact that they've changed out so many players in the backfield. Everybody on the field is basically a running back for Hinton.
Yeah, I guarantee you they've
had the big dog back there in the backfield.
10 guys back there. Helms again with the ball. This time, same play.
Still
different
pushing
result,
forward.
but trying to just.
Got about 4 yards.
Oh,
looks like we got another man down.
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
a late
Tyler
block
Adams
out
is
here
down
on Tyler Adams. I don't know.
He got
The
rocked
ref
a
was
little
right there on top of it. I thought he might have been something a little extra there, but he was hurt when he went down. He kind of got pile driven.
Frazier's coming in for him.
So Tyler Adams will kind of limp off to the sideline there. I think he's going to be okay. He'll be back in there.
Well, the good thing is everybody's still on their feet. Nobody's having to lay down and stretch out anymore. Compton's still moving around,
once again,
keeping loose.
Second down, 6 for Levy Taylor. Give to Helms once again. They've gone to this play 3 times now. They've not done this all night, but Helms has the ball, and he meets a wall right there, and that's going to be Riley Herndon.
Held him up.
That's what I said.
Attaboy.
Look
at you commentarian.
All right. Comets looking over to the sideline as they have all night long. Look at their cheerleaders. What are they wearing? They're kind of dressed up in beach attire, maybe. Huh? We got astronaut night, and they've got take it to the beach night.
They're on the beach.
Here we go. The ball game's on. Third down, 4 yards. New back in there.
Right,
and he's in the end zone. Going to be in the end zone. It's going to be Trevor Rodman. He's had a couple of them tonight. Right up the middle, Travis. Had to be a wide open hole right there. Nice run. Once again, Trevor Rodman, 6-foot junior, picking his knees up high, running it right through the middle.
Yeah, I don't know what to say on that one. Linebackers missed him. Safeties never even saw him. Great run. Great play.
Ryle Lytle on once again for the extra point. He's about 50%.
Yeah, but this is his side. He likes this side.
Snap is on the way. Hold is down. Kick is up. Ooh, it was partially blocked, but it's going to make it through.
And she's good.
I think Tyler Adams got a hand on that, but it's strong enough to get through for the extra point. 46-6 is our score. Comets continue to pour it on here in the late part of this ball game. 8:11 to go in this fourth quarter. Season opener for both teams tonight.
Still a good showing by both teams. A lot of sportsmanship.
Well, now it's getting a little late. Getting a little late to start the comeback. Thank you.
It's never too late.
A little earlier, I thought maybe we could jump back into this thing. Not sure.
The Mud Dogs didn't quit when Adam Sandler was playing for them. So there's still a chance.
Next week we'll be at home, be on the air again at 6:45 for the Cordell Blue Devils coming to town. Be sure and join us for that one. If you can get out there to Merritt football field, come watch it in person. If not, sit back in your living room and enjoy it on Paragon TV in the comfort of your own home. Back deep is Herndon and River Britton for the Oilers. Here's the kick. It's in the air. Going to go to Herndon. Herndon makes the catch.
Go right up the gut.
Waiting for some blockers. There's a few. Cutting it to the outside now, around the edge.
Sideline.
And going to be forced out of bounds about the 43-yard line. There's flags on the play again. Probably late hit once again. I mean, how many of those are you going to have? I mean, that's, you're winning by 50 points, and they've had a late hit about every chance they get. See if that's the call.
May not have been, but
yeah,
it kind of looked like it.
Yeah, it was on the sideline. Both flags are laying beyond the sideline.
All right, here's the call.
So we'll see what we get. Personal foul.
First to foul, both
unsportsmanlike
sides.
against the Comets. There you go. That's what I thought.
First down, Merritt, Oilers.
That'll put the Oilers across the midfield line once again, moving into Comet territory. Take the yardage however you can get them.
Yeah.
I guess. 15
Don't matter
yards.
how you get there, as long as you get there.
Here we go. Oilers will hustle up to the line now after 15-yard personal
Oh,
late
God.
hit
Just
penalty
look over there,
there.
Herndon. Oh, there he finally saw
Shotgun
him.
formation once again. Caden Smith behind Flowers. Flowers will roll left. He's got a man. Here's Herndon right here.
Herndon.
Nope. There's. Oh man.
Oh,
Herndon was the man, but he throws
No,
to
looks like it was Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams. He was open also,
Yeah.
a little bit deeper than Herndon. Had a man on his back, but still a decent pass. Just unable to come down with it. Again, that's Riley Herndon on the route. Had two guys kind of running a similar route. One was about 7 yards deeper than the other. Both.
Well, it looked like Tyler there, he got held up a little bit, almost got tripped up. Was able to get back to his feet to get onto the play.
Tyler Adams going to check out of the ball game. Frazier is going to check in. Frazier and Britton on the left side. There's the give. No, going to fake. Flowers going to keep it. He's open in the field. He's got some
him a
daylight.
blocker.
Looking for a little block
Oh,
out there.
another stiff
He's
arm.
got him around the corner.
Cuts back in.
Inside and trying to press it through the last defender. One or two
Down
men
at
to
about
beat
the
right there.
8-yard line.
He does have some
Excellent run by
speed
Mossfire.
and some
He does.
quickness. He can get around.
He does, and
covered
he's
some
just
ground
quick.
right there. Going to be about 4 yards short of the end zone, but a nice
For
positive
a
play
short
that
guy,
time
though,
by
the
the Oregon.
stiff arm is phenomenal. 3 of them in one play. Not today, boys. Not today.
Well, that's the best play we've had out of our quarterback as far as
that was awesome.
length of the run. Yeah, good play right there. Good speed. Got around the corner. Made some moves. Beat some guys on the move like that. And then he just tried to power through those last two. And it's going to be first down. Ball on the 9-yard line. 1st and 9. 1st and goal on the 9. Shotgun for Flowers. Smith behind him. Smith will go into motion. Out right. There's the pass. That's going to be a backwards lateral probably, but still a positive.
Loss of a couple, looks like. Yeah, screen didn't have time to develop.
Yeah, nothing going there. Didn't. I don't know if he was going to throw that.
Yeah, that was a screen pass. Both the corners, the receivers on the end, were supposed to kick out their defenders, but the defenders busted through.
I just thought the way that Smith kind of bowed back to, I thought, well, he's going to, it's going to be a backwards lateral there. I thought maybe he'll throw it again or something. But anyway, short field over there on the right side. Plenty of room over here on the left. See what the Oilers can do here with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Adams
Shotgun
over here all by
formation.
himself again.
There's the give to Smith
Oh,
up the
he
middle.
got a
Got
little
some
room.
running room. Going to pick up a couple of yards there.
Yeah, about
maybe up to
7
about the 3-yard line.
13. Caden Smith brought down by number 14.
About 6 yards to go, it looks like.
Yeah, so pretty good loss on that play before that one. So I just can't really see all those lines very well down there. It looks like, what, 6-yard line? Is that about what we got?
Yeah, I got him. That's 6-yard line.
3rd down, goal to go, ball on the 6-yard line.
Run him right up the gut.
Again,
There he
handoff
goes.
back to Smith.
Oh.
Not much going
Big
right
man
up the middle.
ate him up.
Yep. That's a swather.
Strother there. He just swallowed
I called
him
him
up. Swather. He is a large man.
Strother. Oh, and he don't look like he's a blubber kind of guy. That looks like some solid.
Yeah, he's a solid 255.
Yeah, he's clogging that middle up big time.
He's holding his wrist, though.
Here we go.
I got stepped on or something.
Didn't lose any yardage, but didn't pick any up either. 4th down it is. Final opportunity here to get this one in the end zone. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Merritt Oilers crossing their fingers here. There's the snap. Shotgun. There's the catch to Herndon. He got some positive yards out of him. They're going to keep him out of the end zone, but there is some laundry on the field.
Yeah.
So
looks like Brookshire again. Couple
Coach
flags.
isn't too happy about it. It's a good pass by Flowers out there to Herndon.
I don't seem too happy about it.
You don't throw that pass short of the end zone.
No,
I mean,
no.
you
You're
better,
fourth down,
you
gotta
throw,
go.
The defense is closing too quick. I don't know. I'm just saying get across the end zone and then make that throw.
Well, that's also the job of your receivers to know where they need to get to. They need to keep moving. If your play's busted, you go ahead and start making your way the other direction.
See what the call is. I think it's maybe going to go into Merritt Oilers' favor. They're going to need it. Keep a possession going here. They are. They're going to march it off half the distance to the goal.
I feel like his steps aren't as long anymore.
He kind of got a little gimp. He got a little gimp in his step.
Yard steps now to that was like 4
Anyway,
and a quarter.
first down now. Got new life here with 3 yards to go. So got a little bit more breathing room here for the Oilers.
Yeah, I don't know if
Flowers again out of the shotgun.
Either first down or
that ball's loose.
That was forward progress. He threw the ball forward.
Yeah, what are we going to do here? The Comets picked it up, but I don't.
Umpire just twisted his ankle.
Got a cramp. He's got his own cramp now. He's begging for
Now we got the umpire down. Man down.
So, shotgun formation. The jailbreak was coming right up the middle of the line. The defense penetrated big time. I think he was going to hand it off, and he decided not to because Smith was going to go nowhere, and then he just kind of lost a handle on the football.
It looked like to me he tried to make a pass, but I guess it was behind him.
Just kind of bobbled it after the fake handoff, and so it's going to be a turnover. Great opportunity lost right there for the Oilers. They were on the 3-yard line with a first down, and it wasn't that they tried something tricky and just failed at it. It just that's a tough luck deal right there. Tough deal. Good defense though. They busted through there.
Have a fullback just come busting through.
Did what they needed to do. So anyway, Oilers now on defense. Comets setting it up. 1st and 10, 20-yard line. Taylor in the shotgun formation for the Comets. He'll quarterback keep
counter.
It. Nowhere to go.
Met right at the line by number 54.
Yeah, 74 and 54 both in the backfield. That's Radon Cordell and also Anthony Arispe.
Arispe. Yeah, I was waiting on you. That is such a hard name.
4 minutes and counting in this first one for the Oilers and the Comets. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. No gain on that last play. Nobody behind the quarterback. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. I'll bet you 20. There's a shotgun.
There
there's a little keeper
draw.
again going nowhere.
They are eating him up.
Going nowhere. Yeah, good. I was thinking he was getting ready to do a little jump pass right there, but
yeah, no, they're going to try to work the clock the entire time.
They got nothing to gain here necessarily. Yeah. I mean, just keep things clean. Don't get anybody else hurt. Let's just take this one to the house and wrap it up.
No, that's good. I mean,
clock ticks.
There's no need to sit there and start throwing big passes and stuff and just run the score up.
.316 and counting down. Again, shotgun formation, only blockers back there. Nobody behind the quarterback. Another quarterback keeper. He'll dance around a little bit. And not picking up much.
Tyler Adams on the kit.
I was going to say, I think we've got a new quarterback in the ballgame, and it's Dakota Dollenberg. I thought I was seeing double digits back there. The other quarterback was number 1, and I thought, man, we got a new guy in the ballgame. But sure enough, it was going to be Dollenberg, and he's going to check out of the ballgame. 4th down now for the Comets. They're going to punt formation. Back deep is going to be Riley Herndon for the Oilers. Hey, let's just get a punt off and a return.
Timeout.
Let's see what we can do here. Really?
Timeout, Hinton.
Timeout? Have we not? Is it not about time to go? Another timeout on the field. We'll do the same. Pioneer Cellular timeout. So we'll take a little break as well. Check in on that Elk City game. See what we got going on over there. Don't have any other scores. I need my little score thing going on.
Yeah, we need a little.
I'll be a little better prepared.
I'll
be a little better prepared next week for some area scores and such. That Elk City game is actually probably over by now. They were a little bit further along than we were earlier. They could possibly be in the post game, but it may be over. They were ahead of Altus 14-6 when I was watching earlier, and it is going to be a final. Woo! Elk City wins their first one this year, 36-7 over the Altus
effort.
Bulldogs. So big home win
Elk City.
opener for the Elk City Elks. I thought Altus was coming in with a pretty good ball club, and maybe they are. Maybe they met a better ball club in Elk City. So congratulations to first-year coach there in Elk City, Coach Maynard, and so way to go, Elk City starting the season off right. Here we go once again. Snap is back to the punter. Punts in the air, a little better than his last one. Last one shanked off his foot. This one's going to get a big Comet roll and roll just across the 45-yard line to about the 39-yard line, or about the 34-yard line, that is. Nice positive roll there for the Comets. And the way he's kicking it, he kind of just kicks it big end over end and kind of low and kind of hits the ground and gets a pretty good roll out of it. So not much time to do much here. Let's see what the Oilers try to do with this offensive possession. 2:10 on the clock. See if they've got some new guys out there. Looks like he's kind of lining up some subs over here. Going to put the second string offense in there here in just a second. Looks like he's going to run this first play. He may run this first play with the starters out here. They're all in the huddle, and they're going to call timeout. So that's what we're going to do here. Merritt Oilers going to call a timeout, get this second string offense
some
on
of the
the
younger
field.
guys, let them play.
And so as they come out, we're going to have let's see who all we've got coming out here. I see Brylan Jones coming out on the field. I also see Cole Carter making his way out there. Lucas Buckner's going to be coming out there as well. Yep. I'll try to get as many of these names as I can as these guys that are coming in. Of course, 85 has been on the field most of the night. That's Alex Orgain. He'll stay out there. Big round of applause by these Merritt Oiler fans, giving it up to these Oilers who put it on the field tonight. They gave it all they had, played it hard. Just met a tough Comet team. And preseason to pick to win most of it this year, and the Comets are the real deal.
Yeah, they're a solid team. They got a little bit of everything. They got size. They got guys that can make great plays. I think they're going to go a long ways.
Okay, your quarterback's going to be Brylan Jones. Also in the backfield is going to be Caden Martin. Caden's back there with Tyler Adams in the backfield. Split out here to the left side. It's going to be Orgain and also Cole Carter out here in the little slot. Man, I like this out here. There's some room to run.
I thought the same thing.
Jones goes right side with the pass. Going to be incomplete.
I wish they would flip it over here to little
Attempted
Carter.
to,
He is a
Caden
fast
Martin
little man.
Over there. I know just a little bit on Brylan Jones. Last year he had an injury and was unable to be able to complete his football season, so he's been out most of the offseason, and I thought they were going to expect him to be their starter this year, but Coach said he's still got a little bit of a back issue, but nonetheless, he's second-string starter or second-string quarterback, and he's in the ball game right now for the Oilers. We've got twins out here, and here comes some coverage. We had single coverage on two guys. Yep. They finally picked that up. There's the handoff up the middle. Going to pick up a few yards.
Oh, not too bad. Got
not
about
enough for the first down, but did pick up a positive gain right there with just under 2 minutes now to go.
Like that might have been Adams there.
In the ball game. I was watching this Jones kid. I was at a party one time, and there was a basketball goal and a basketball, and he was out there just kind of playing by himself. He got some moves on the basketball court, and this has been several years ago. He was a young kid, and I was like, who is that kid? Because I could tell he could handle the ball and he could shoot. So looking forward to seeing him on the basketball court, but we'll get to that later. Jones back in the shotgun for the Oilers. He's got the ball, trips to the left side. He'll go run pass option to the right side. He's going to keep it, pick up
about 6 yards,
maybe enough for about a 4-yard gain, and it's going to bring up a
Berkshire
fourth
with
down
the tackle again,
and about a long 4 for the Oilers. Quarterback keeper that time. He had a couple of options, decided to just tuck it in and take it up the middle. And I think we're going to put it in the air this time, Travis. That's what we got to do, okay? We got under a minute to go. It's do or die.
Yeah, I'd say Hail Mary, just send everybody to the center of the field.
Let's send a couple. We got a lot of space over here. Orgain, let's get him the ball. He's got a height advantage right here.
Right there all by
They're coming this way. Going to give it to Tyler Adams, and he's going to be rolled for a loss. Not happy about that, but Tyler Adams going to be taken down in the backfield. That's going to be a turnover once again on down. So they didn't try to get too tricky with it, just tried a little bread and butter handoff in the backfield. Thought maybe they could get 4 out of it, and it's going to be gone down for a loss. So it's going to be Comets football. 39 seconds to go on the clock. 46-6 is our score.
There's still time, Blake. Still time. Never quit.
Is there going to be any door prizes? Oh, I thought they were going to give away some door prizes, something. Well, we might go home with something, Travis.
Yeah.
We get to pack all this up, though. That's cool. I'm sure Matthew will help us.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up like right before kickoff. Okay,
I'm here.
Camera guy's here. I got this.
Hike and kneel.
Yeah.
Now the pep bus will wait for you.
Pep bus rules. Pep bus rules don't apply.
You're going to have to get through us.
Oh, we'll get you back. Put you in
I don't know
there
what
in
you're
the
riding
Miranda.
in. I don't
Put you
know
with
what
Miranda.
2 hours of this.
All right, they're going to let this thing tick off, Travis. And that's going to do it, folks. The final score tonight between the Comets from Hinton is going to be 46-6 over the Merritt Oilers. So congratulations, Comets.
Excellent game. Well coached, well played.
And I'd like to give it up to the Oilers, doing it all they could tonight.
Yep.
And they
all
stayed with it till the bitter end, and just not.
You know, they might have had a pretty good loss, but they still showed a lot of potential. There's a lot of good players on this team that I think they'll come around.
Teams are meeting each other out here on the center line. Nice bit of sportsmanship. Nice to be out of the COVID era where we can, kind of actually give high five again.
Yeah, actually act like you like each other.
And so, anyway, Comets are celebrating out here at midfield. Oiler fans are kind of gathering up, going to make the road trip back home. Not a bad track back home, about an hour and 15-minute drive. Matthew, thank you, man. Be careful. Appreciate Matthew Platt once again on the camera.
See you,
we'll
Matt.
do it. So, Travis, way to go, bro.
Hey, that was fun.
You made it.
Yeah, I didn't cry once.
Didn't
Felt really
cry.
good about it.
Didn't say any bad words.
I know, I've been practicing.
All right. So, had a great time with you, man. Enjoyed it. So, hey, there's lots of things to look forward to here in this season. We've got some players that can make it happen, and we just don't have the depth. Like we said, they had 10 guys run the ball. We had maybe 4 guys that we could put in at the running back spot. They were a little bit size-wise, had an advantage there as well, but
I can tell you right now,
not trying to make excuses, just saying Comets have got a good program.
I was pleasantly surprised by Moss Flowers. That quarterback has a lot of grit. He may not be big, but my gosh, he's got a big heart.
Well, I guess we can probably wrap this deal up. I'd like to just say hello to my wife back home. Maybe she's listening. Appreciate all you do for the house there, keeping us all.
Enjoy your new cell phone, Amber.
Doing great.
I hope it's nice.
Yeah. Her last cell phone was not strong enough to hold my truck up, and therefore I smashed it when it got ran over. So anyway, enough of that. Glad you brought that back up. Got her a new phone, though. So anyway, thank you again back home to Casey. Doing a great job with all you do back there for Paragon. We appreciate you very, very much. Also, another shout-out to Gabe Edney, Jared Atha, and the crew that keep Paragon TV looking sharp and on the air, Candace Cluth as well, and all the rest of the staff there at Paragon. All the sponsors that make it possible, Jimmy Harrell and all the crew at the Bank of Western Oklahoma. Jimmy, Maryland, thank you very much. Appreciate what you guys have been doing. Since 1908, where people come first. 6 locations to serve you: Elk City, Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up tonight from Hinton, Oklahoma. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back again next week at the same time. Home game, Cordell, Oklahoma. Come out and see us. If you can't do it, join us here on Paragon TV. Everybody drive safe if you're listening and you're traveling. The rest of you,
good night.
Thanks for listening.
This broadcast was made possible by the Bank of Western Oklahoma. This presentation of ParagonTV.com is the property of Paragon Communications. Any unauthorized use or retransmission is strictly prohibited. Paragon Communications is owned and operated by Blake Brewer. Gabe Edney is General Manager and Sean Wilson, Sports Director. ParagonTV.com. Broadcasting excellence.